Yo, yo, yo. What's up, cool? You right here, another episode of Go Talk. Go ahead on and talk. Go ahead on and talk. What up, C? What up with you, boy? I see y'all up in here, man. I see you. We gonna get into it. We gonna get into it, man. Y'all see what time it is. Let's go ahead and relax, relate, release. Let's get us a little lunchtime thing going on, bruh. Uh, Man, if y'all caught the show yesterday, it was a good one about training camp. Then we got into some other things about the Panthers, man, about my team. I see you, Carolina Logic. I see you, Logic. What's going on with you, boy? Can y'all hear me good, man? Can y'all hear me good out there? Y'all give me a little signal if y'all can hear me, man. Make sure you like have everybody else on to test my mic, but everybody running a little late. But just let me know if y'all can hear me, man. Um, we gonna start with like I say, all right, that's good, loud and clear. Okay. I appreciate y'all boys, man. Like I said, we're gonna start a little bit, man, with a little kickback from yesterday. Um, I was listening to the show yesterday, rewind it back, where how can I say this, y'all? Y'all know I'm a fan, bro. I'm a super fan, I'm not a fanatic. I critique the team because I want like I said, I want to win a chip. I want a Super Bowl. I want the confetti dropping. I told you I want to play ball in February. I know some people just be going in, going at, talking about, oh, you ain't a fan or whatever. That's where they come with their shit, man. And I throw that fanboy and all that stuff back at them or whatever. All right, you know, we go back and forth. But y'all, it's a lot of it's a couple things that the Panthers should have done and we didn't do because, of course, we couldn't fix everything in one free agency or one draft round or one draft cycle, one free agency cycle, new coaching regime, this and that. We got to give it some time. That's what when I say 3 years and then motherfuckers tell me, oh hell no, hell no. Okay. Sit back. Like I say, sit back, relax, wipe your feet off. Don't bring that bullshit up in here. Y'all know what I come with. Y'all know what time it is, man. Anyway, we as Panthers fans, at the end of the day, y'all, we got to go harder than anybody else because we don't get that national respect. Like I've told you over and over and over again, you can't turn on ESPN, Good Morning Football, any of the sports, hell, sometime even in your local radio network, and think you gonna hear Panthers. Now you carry your ass to New York, Washington, Chicago, Pittsburgh, any of them places that the team is seared and breaded, branded, whatever. When you think about that city, you think about the football team. You carry your ass to one of them cities, a state, or whatever that has one of those 175, 50-year-old, whatever plus teams in it, and you see what time it is. You see how they get down. You go do that for me. You already know. I hope you know. Somebody gonna know that they don't expect, their fans don't expect nothing less than some of the stuff I be talking about when I talk about the Panthers. When we were talking about the Eagles, how they drafted and how they put quality depth behind their starters, and they don't have to be held hostage by players because they got that quality depth behind their players. We're going to talk about guys like Rajon Wright, training camp. We're going to talk about guys like Terrence Marshall. We're going to talk about guys like Jamie Robinson. We're going to talk about some of the guys that's undrafted free agents, UFAs, what they call. That's what they mean by when they say that, when they use that terminology. Undrafted free agents. We took, if like I said now, don't mistake me. I think like we took one of the biggest numbers that we've took in a long time, undrafted free agents, and invited them to camp, mini camp. Some of them going to Wofford over there. Now, with the roster deficiencies that we have, y'all, some of these cats are going to play some vital minutes at times. And don't let us have some injuries. One or two of them cats might be a starter before the end of the year. Now, do you have confidence in that? Like I said, I was we were going back and forth yesterday, and I say, what's the gauge, man? Y'all think about that. What's if sometime when some of these guys that's on the platform or whatever argue a point, we say, man, PFF grade got this. I don't type PFF. Okay, so we don't use PFF. If we don't use PFF, okay, scouting reports got some guys sitting there, third rounder, first round grade, second round grade, undrafted guy has a whatever grade, but somehow he falls off of somebody's board because they might ended up going best player available at that time, or they might have drafted for a position that wasn't his, and he falls down, and then he becomes an undrafted free agent. And so, do we strike gold? Is everybody going to be Tom Brady in the 6th round? Is everybody going to be Russell Wilson in the 3rd round? Or some other guys that have failed or undrafted free agents and end up being all pros, pro bowlers, Hall of Famers? Bruh, I'm here to tell y'all, man, that's far in between in a lot of cases. It depends on the guy. If he goes in there, you got to think between high school and him coming out of high school as a whatever recruit, 4-star, 2-star, 5-star, whatever. Okay. Now he goes to, let's even say, a Power 5 school. But even if he wasn't, even his grade wasn't that high coming out of high school, Power 5 school, something happens. I hate to bring up Cam Newton, like, with the stolen laptop or academics, or something happens, and he ends up flunking out of school, or getting his scholarship revoked, or what have you, right? Ends up going to a JUCO, or like a Rajon Wright. He was a, I don't know if you got what is that? Netflix, Last Chance You. I think it's on that. Last Chance You. My man was on Last Chance You. You seen a couple players come out of that, make it to the league, or some of them when they get the next chance to make it to the big Power Five school again, they might have been there flunked out, like I said, some type of reason or something, academics or what have you, the rigors of playing ball and going to class, or they just couldn't acclimate to the system. Okay, right, went there, did what he's supposed to do. You got to go watch the series and look at his bumps and bruises that he took. Goes to Oregon State. Now, me and Q was talking, and we were saying, now Oregon State ain't Oregon. You know, how much do you rate that program? But next thing you know, he's an undrafted free agent. They had a third round grade on this guy. Somewhat size, didn't fit somebody's scheme, what have you. So these coaches, scouts, front office, all these, whatever you put it in the NFL, already have, or they almost know who's going to get who. It's a perfectly orchestrated thing. Like say they come back on draft night, I damn near know this team is going after this guy. Heard it through the grapevine. What have you ever had? It slips out about who's going to draft who. They damn near can predict it down to some round. So some surprises come out here and there, whatever. But these guys have this thing down pat. This guy slips through the cracks. Okay. Carolina Panthers get him. Special case almost. Go to camp. How do y'all think he's gonna fare in camp? That's a question for debate later on when we get everybody on the panel. A Jamie Robinson out of a big school like Florida State. He's a small safety slash corner back. Now, I've been telling people, okay, we telling people like, yo, we should have drafted a cornerback or edge rusher with, like I told y'all, the coveted 39. What's up, Tony O? Let me start putting some of y'all boys up there. But anyway, we didn't. We went the route of saying, okay, we went and got our quarterback that we stepped up for, that we gave up draft capital for and everything like that. We went and got our quarterback. Quarterback was area of need for this team, for this franchise. So let's just be real about it. We haven't had a franchise quarterback since the great Cam Newton got sent away by a dumbass from Nebraska. Okay, anyway, that ain't here or there. This ain't a Cam Newton show today or whatever. Okay, now we get our franchise quarterback. That's yet to be seen. Because we don't know what Bryce gonna do. It's projected what Bryce is gonna do and what Bryce is gonna be. Okay. And I told people I didn't want to see it because I wanted us to get a cornerback or edge rusher. But I told people, we had that debate over here. I said, you pick up Bryce, we probably gonna pick up a receiver. So just like we said, man, we had Hyatt, we had Sanders, we had all these guys. My boy from Carolina. We had a bunch of receivers that we were saying was going to take the coveted 39. We drafted a Jonathan Mingo. All right. And then you look at Jonathan Mingo had some health issues. He didn't play all year. Big, strong kid from Mississippi State. not Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Mississippi. Um, if you look at overall, you think, man, he probably gonna be a stud in the league right here. Okay, no problem. But we should have got it. We should have went corner. We should have went edge rush. Okay, that's not here, there. That's over with. That's gone, y'all. I can't do nothing about it now. All right, and then on and on and on how the draft went, and we end up getting Jamie Robinson down in the later round. Jamie Robinson tells Scott Fitterer and them guys, "Hey, Bo, ain't 100 and some odd players better than me." I said, "Whoa, I like this cat right here." You know what I'm saying? This cat already coming with that aggression, with that dog on. And then he goes in the minicamp. Hey, he barking, bruh. He barking. So okay. Let's see. Let's see what this is. Let's give him the Wofford. Let's see what's going on this week. The rookies had a report Saturday. We're gonna see what this dude is probably by like Thursday. I'm gonna get down there Thursday, Friday. I know we're going live one of them days. Um, down there from Wofford. All right. So we're gonna see what Jamie Robinson got, what Rajon Wright doing over there. Is he seventh on the depth chart or this and that as an undrafted free agent? Was they 130 some, 150 some better than Jamie Robinson with all that woofing and everything he doing? Okay. Then we go on the other side of the ball, man. We look at somebody like a Terrence Marshall Jr. Second round draft pick, high hope. Joe Brady hand picked this dude, right? Now we talking about camp. We talking about people that's potentially going to make this 53-man roster. These are guys that we're going to have to depend on, that we're going to lean on come the season. This 17 games that we about to embark on 2023 season. All right? Y'all talk shit if you want to. Hey, be naive if you want to. Bullshit you want to or whatever. These are guys, the two guys I talked about, maybe depth pieces. They could be starters before the end of the year. We don't know. That's what I'm saying. We don't know how this gonna pan out. Okay, Terrence Marshall Jr. going into his what? This is man, third or fourth year. Fourth year. Going to his fourth year. Joe Brady coaches him, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, and Terrence Marshall. All three of these guys was over there with Joe Burrow at LSU. Terrence Marshall Jr. make no doubt, nothing. The numbers is out. The data, everything is right here to support exactly what I'm saying. No cap. Y'all notice a no cap zone. Terrence Marshall Jr. was leading them boys. Terrence Marshall Jr. was the number one receiver over there at that time. Well, both of them boys was there at LSU at the same time. Not when they left, when they was there. Okay. Terrence Marshall Jr. gets hurt. He had a lower extremity injury, meaning it could be an ankle, a foot, this, that, a shin bone, whatever it was, right? In high school. Since high school. Young boy. Let's put that in. No excuse. I'm glad some people ain't here right now. Cause stop making excuses for that new. Stop. I ain't trying to hear that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hear it. I ain't trying to hear it. Terrence Marshall Jr. Let's say he got hurt senior year in high school. And y'all know how it is in high school. They ain't got no damn trainers and this and that. Go to LSU. Like I said, shows out. He leading the top cast that's in the league right now. I TMJ, Terrence Marshall Jr. My, listen to what I'm saying now. Time stamp it right now. My comeback player, breakout player of the year 2023. Because of these reasons right here now. I already told you what he did in college. That shit, we already know that translated to the NFL. You have seen him in training camps and other places catching one-handers, bodying up people, doing what he's supposed to do. Now, no, is he got 4-1 speed, 4-2 speed, just this running like a deer? No, he is a big, lengthy possession receiver that has good to great speed. This guy can make those 50-50 ball catches, meaning at the point of going up and getting that ball out of the air, he can go. I think he can go up with the best of them. Fall back a little bit and say, when healthy. And I want to say that was at the beginning of his career. This dude was like 19 years old. We could even call them growing pains or whatever, not taking care of your body, not going to the training room, not icing that shit because you young, like, I don't hurt, whatever. You not going in there like a veteran and doing your due diligence when you trying to come back from injury by being a young, naive player or young, naive guy that's in the NFL knowing that this is your livelihood, that these are the things that you have to do to be a professional. Okay. Now, all of that being said, to say this, Terrence Marshall Jr. got himself back right last year. The coaching staff that we had, we already there's been multiple guys that come out and say these guys didn't know what they was doing. I'm not even gonna get into all the stuff that they did incorrectly, that they did wrong, or they didn't develop people or whatever. I'm not even gonna get into all that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They say people wasn't coached right, this and that. So how in the hell you gonna know that this guy needs to go get ankle wrapped or he ain't got a wrap? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm trying to get to? So I'm not even going there. Like I say, now I don't know if the other guy that's in Nebraska right now blame Terrence Marshall for his shortcomings because Joe Brady told him to get him, and he's thinking that him and Joe Brady would bring some of that LSU magic to what he was trying to build or whatever, and he held some kind of disdain against Terrence Marshall for that, or just somebody else to blame to throw up on the bus. But anyway, he makes Terrence Marshall Jr. a healthy scratch. Okay? So Terrence Marshall Jr. is a healthy scratch, which means you can go. There ain't nothing wrong with you. You healthy, but I ain't gonna play you. Now, as I look at things last year, I can remember when this dude got fired, he was like 1-4 or some shit like that. So how you don't play anybody? I mean, anybody that could have helped us win last year at any given time, a receiver that might have could have caught a ball in one game and that we lost by a touchdown or a field goal or something like that. You got him sitting on the bench as a healthy scratch. Make that make sense to me, y'all. I don't know. You know, so that's why that guy ain't here right now. You understand what I'm saying? But this guy, like I said, I'm telling y'all right now, will be my breakout player of the year for the Carolina Panthers. This guy will probably, barring injury, if he gets injured or anything, take everything I just said and throw it out the window. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Just throw it away. Barring injury, stays healthy, no freak accident or whatever that I can't control, he might have not control or whatever. This dude is probably gonna be something special for us. Is what I think. And I'm gonna use that word something special. And now I know y'all gonna jump all over. I know y'all. I don't care. Y'all know who I am. Come get me. But this is what I think. Now, I can only go by what I think or what I seen at LSU and that healthy scratch shit and all this. And the man, you can even see his physique. He put on some muscle. He's taking care of himself now. I think he's doing what when Wilkes put him in, I think he was doing what he was supposed to do to become a professional. Now, we got some other guys. We'll get off Terrence Marshall. We got some other guys on this team. We talked about yesterday. Linemen. Let's go to offensive line now. Right? Because we talking about training camp. We in training camp right now. And I'm gonna tell y'all about Saquon and I'm gonna tell y'all about some more things, right? But let's go to offensive line right quick, bro. Offensive line. Icky Aquanu. Stud. Knocked it out the park. If y'all want to say Scott Fitter, if y'all want to say Frank Wright, y'all want to say whoever built that, Dan Morgan, whatever, home run, bro. You know what I'm saying? We knocked that out the park. First round pick came in. First at bat, Myles Garrett. You know, he didn't get beat like a drum. Myles Garrett, bro. He didn't get beat like a drum. Hey. And as the year got better, he got better, progress. I use PFF. He had a PFF of a 91 at one time. Hey, bro, why can't you ask more of a rookie? You know what I'm saying? Who, dumbass, that's in Nebraska now, was going to play this man at guard. Was going to play him at guard for a while and let Brady play the tackle position. But I guess James Cameron, somebody got in his ear and he listened to him or what the hell else. But tackle, put him in as tackle, and the rest is history. Moves Brady over the guard, which Brady had a guard rating on him at one time anyway. So did Brady do bad at guard? No, he didn't do bad at all at guard. He held his own. Bozeman, you remember? We were playing Pat Affline at one time last year. And I'm only going by last year because that's all I can go by. We ain't played this year yet. So we don't know what the hell, is going on. We don't know what the hell, who's going to line up. We don't know who's going to get hurt at camp. Somebody might go, might knock on wood. Be like Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay had a whole bunch of their starters to get hurt in camp. And they trotted out a bunch of variations of the offensive line out there. But you remember Bozeman didn't start. We had Affline out there starting with Baker Mayfield. Now, you see how that ended up for insert Bradley Bozeman, and the rest is history. Like I said, like Bozeman, we sold Bozeman up. We gave him his contract. Gave that guy his money. He deserved it. Now, last game of the season, Austin Corbett gets hurt. Austin Corbett is a Pro Bowl, whatever guard on the right side, free agent from LA. Sold him up the other year. Now, Cade Mays, and we have another guy, but it's been reported that Cade is gonna take that position on into the future. Me and Q, with my co-host over here at Black Cat Panther Podcast, have had a couple arguments, knockdown, drag out arguments about when Corbett gets back and Cade does a good job financially, would Cade take him out? If all he has to do is do well. He don't have to be an all-pro, out of this world, Pro Bowler. Give him the yellow jacket already, gold jacket. He don't have to do all that, y'all. He just has to play good enough because he's under a rookie contract to say, damn, we could ship Austin, maybe even get a draft pick, because don't forget, y'all, first round of next year, we're draft negative. What I mean by draft negative, first round next year, we don't have one. So if we as many second rounders, third rounders, or whatever that we can get, we need to be trying to do that. So it's gonna be, I'm telling y'all, man, y'all might not want to hear it, but it's gonna be a couple casts that's gonna be sharp next year, because you can just look at the contract, 2-year, 3-year contracts and things like that. It's some things that's gonna be shaking up, because we got to go into the draft and we're gonna have money next year, free agency. But once again, you can't build a whole squad 1 year, sometime even 2 licks at it. 3 years. I've been telling y'all, before the Carolina Panthers, we was in such disarray. It's gonna take them 3 years. It's gonna take them 3 years, y'all, for us to get where we want to be as a solid football team, playing complementary ball on both sides of the ball, all 3 phases. It's gonna take 3 years. And then, okay, we go to the playoffs. Okay, we win the division, but I'm talking about deep in the playoffs, NFC Championship game, Super Bowl appearance. It's gonna be 3 years before you can start saying stuff like that. 3. I'm sorry. There it is. Aye. Strength of schedule, like we were arguing about yesterday, all that stuff, it ain't gonna make a damn. Not one down. We talked about the Eagles having a light schedule the year they went to the bowl last year, but they beat everybody in front of them, is what I'm saying. We know we got a cupcake light schedule, and we're hoping, y'all, that we can X out 9 to 10 wins and become above 500 team. We're hoping that we can beat some or split with some of these teams that's not even up to par in the NFC South. That's what we're hoping. The Eagles beat everybody in front of them, and was sitting, what Wiley said yesterday, at 32 on strength of schedule, but they beat everybody in front of them. They said that the Chiefs wasn't going to be the same Chiefs because they lost this and they had a lot of people in their backfield, defensive backfield, this and that. So, but they had the number 1 strength of schedule. They beat everybody in front of them. These were 14-win teams, y'all, 14-plus win teams. And they marched through the playoffs. And you see how good that end result game was in the Super Bowl. Now we are sitting here with free agents, undrafted free agents, guys that we picked in the 5th round, guys that had injuries, DJ Chark, Terrence Marshalls, um, you know, we can keep naming them, Dante Jacksons, and we're hoping that these guys be healthy all year, and we're hoping that the strength of schedule helps, and we're hoping Bryce Young, as a rookie quarterback, is that brain, the smart guy, Professor X, whatever you want to call him, that he is above and beyond any rookie quarterback that's ever stepped into the NFL with his processing and anticipation skills. We're hoping. Now I see some of my guys are starting to come to the. I was rambling on till they got here. Dub Q, I see you in the building there, brother.
Yes, sir. What's up, Goat? How you living?
Man, I'm here today, bro. I'm just trying to tell these guys about the Carolina Panthers and training camp expectations, free agency, uh, undrafted free agents. A lot of guys that we got coming to camp. A lot of guys that's going to make the roster. C.J. Henderson, Keith Taylor. I talked about him yesterday, being the backups for J.C. Horn and a Dante Jackson. If we happen to fall in, God forbid that we fall into that predicament again. But these are our backups. The quality depth that we do and don't have at some positions. All teams are like that. Don't get me wrong. Nobody's got a perfect roster. But we're talking about people that's undrafted, people that's have an injury history, and people that are coming from last chance youth. And these guys might get quality playing time with this team. So I asked the question, with us having to do things like that, are the Carolina Panthers going into training camp for the 2023 season? Are we as competitive as a lot of the fans would like to think? If you take a realistic look at it, up and down the roster, don't just look at one position and think we're going to do this and we're going to do that. Look at the total roster. Look at the total roster and tell me, are we ready to compete?
Okay. I'm gonna be real with you, Goat. Our roster as constructed can come in right now, claim the division, and win some playoff games, potentially, because we now have a quarterback at helm. But if you want to judge our roster compared to some of the teams that already had a head start on us when it comes to depth, when they took time to actually draft well, then no, I don't think we compare to some of the teams' rosters that's in the NFC. But we don't have to play some of those guys until later on down the line. So if you ask the question, how do we compare? Do fans think that we're on the level we should be? Of course, they're going to see us go. They're going to see us compete, win the division, and they're going to say, okay, we're ready right now to win. And that's going to be a facade somewhat because, like I said, you're gonna miss everything. It's gonna look good, but in all actuality, it's gonna be holes all over the place. So
Well, hold on, Q. How you say it's gonna look good? I mean, like visually, how is something that's not ready to compete gonna really look good? I mean, how does that
okay,
pass the eye test, and how does that pass the with the like I say, I get into some arguments with guys, man, and they say, well, I don't look at PFF. I don't look at the rankings that the scouts put out there. I don't look at what other kind
So
of data
so
that
what
that is brought out there. I mean, so how does that look good?
so what I mean by
Explain to
that
me.
is okay.
Uh,
This offense is going to come out and look completely different. It's going to be a 360 from last year because of one position, the quarterback position. And it's going
okay,
to fool you into thinking that we mask a lot of holes. So the player Bryce Young is going to instantly give us a handful more games. You know what I'm saying? Because you got somebody that's smart enough and competent enough to come in and when plays that we wasn't getting from Sam Darnold and PJ Walker, he's going to be able to
okay,
come in and make those plays to mask up some of the stuff that goes on in the games.
okay.
Yeah,
And like I said,
it's
we
mascara.
absolutely upgraded.
It's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
mascara. It's makeup.
And as everybody know now, hey, we abs one thing that was like I said, let's go back to when we drafted Icky. We absolutely knew we had to get a left tackle. We haven't addressed the position in years. So we did that. We fixed that, and the play was much better. I said that. Okay. So now we address the quarterback position that hurt us last year, right? So what Q just said, that's gonna affect the play, affect the number of games, affect that's gonna make other guys better because of better quarterback play. Now, I asked you a question, and Jay Issue just came up. I'm gonna ask y'all a question of I'm gonna go back to the receiver room because I was talking about Terrence Marshall Jr. earlier. Now you have a DJ Chark that Detroit let him go because basically he had injury. When they were counting on him at parts of the season, he was sitting over there with a sweatsuit on, right? Then you got some people like to say Adam Thielen, who is past his prime, a Hayden Hurst, who's never really been the guy or never had to be called on to be the guy. Some people want to say a journeyman, if you will. Been to a couple teams, don't know if it worked out, if this or it was a scheme or if it was whatever. And now you got a Terrence Marshall Jr. as our number three, who's had his own injury issues, who's had injuries with the coach. I'm not injuries with the not injuries with the coach, but instances of spats or whatever that is, healthy scratch, whatever that may, what I'm saying, played out to be. So with this young dynamic quarterback, does he bring these guys to a level? Is he going to elevate these guys?
I
Are
believe
these the
so.
weapons that we need? Okay,
I believe so
let me
because,
know.
like I
Let me talk.
said, quarterback is the single most vital position in all of football. And if you have him, if you have a stable guy at that position, the rest of your team can really flourish from the head on down. And when I say that, that means that if he's hitting your targets on point, if he's hitting the tight ends, if he's positioning everybody to be in the best positions along with great play calling, you have no worries offensively. That's stuff that
Okay,
we had troubles with last year with Ben McAdoo calling plays, as well as we didn't have a quarterback that could go out there between the whistle and get and move the chains. We didn't have that.
okay. Now, what you think, Jay?
What are we talking about, Bryce?
Well, not really talking about
The wide
Bryce.
receiver room?
Yeah, we ain't gonna Bryce you to death. We're saying Bryce and the wide receiver room as it is right here, right now, because we're talking this week about training camp and about the guys that's going to actually be the nucleus of this team. You know what I'm saying? You already know who we done talked about in the depth as well. You already know who's on team. You know their history. You know where they come from. You know what's going on with them. Does Bryce make them better with the quality of receiver that he has right now? Because Q just said the quarterback position, most important position in all of football. That quarterback should raise the level of play for your running back, your offensive line, your receiving room, what have you.
All right. So with Bryce and his ability and the type of person that he is on the field, um, I believe he can do some damage. But with the receiver room, I'm not too confident how the other fans are about it. I think we're mid, to be honest.
Uh huh.
Uh, Looking at free agency and the draft, the one player that I can say that's coming in healthy is Mingo. Now DJ coming with injury, TMJ coming with injury. Adam is up there in age. When we compare them to other wide receiver classes and other teams, I mean, you're gonna be disappointed. But like, I'm trying to have hope for the team. I'm not trying to like dig them down or say we not gonna do any damage. It's just I hope they can stay healthy. I hope Bryce do move that ball down the field and we stay on the field as an offense if we're gonna stay on offense right now with the conversation. But I'm not being big headed about it. I'm not going overboard about it. I just gotta see it for myself and we've been through a lot offensively. So I'm not as confident as the other fans. I'll just leave it at that.
What
Mm.
what Jay issue? I
Yeah.
remember you wanted C.J. Stroud, right?
Yes, sir.
So had we had C.J. Stroud in here instead of Bryce Young, would you have felt more confident with his quarterback play that would lift the team a little bit better?
No. And I'm gonna
No.
be blunt. I'm gonna be blunt about it. No.
Okay.
Now I like to
At
touch
least you
on
be
and
blunt.
right here, Leo is in the chat. I like to touch on when JSU said that about Mingo and Leo threw it in there before I could say it. If y'all want to read what Leo was saying right there on the screen, I just found this out a couple days myself, and I said it earlier in the show. Mingo has had an injury history itself, so we got older and injured receiver. I know everybody battles some type of injury in the league or whatever, but it's becoming a pattern with us. And so can Bryce raise these guys though? You saying his level of quarterback play is going to raise these guys? Some when you look at it, almost Jay he kind of alluded to it a little bit. It's like these niggas is the land of misfit toys. You see what I'm saying?
Don't
And I
say
don't
that,
want to
go.
be funny. I don't want to be funny about it. But damn, I mean, you got three niggas that's hurt, one joker that's old, and one cat in hers that's never been the man. Really, never really caught on. Never. He's got numbers.
Well,
He
I'm
can
not
catch
worried
and
about
talk,
Aiden
but he ain't
Hurst,
never been. He ain't Kelsey. He ain't my boy over there in San Francisco, Kittles.
but
I mean,
he's
come
still
on.
he putting in serviceable numbers though, go. Like I said, you saw him with Matt Ryan, you've seen him with Joe Burrow. And so now he gets to groom himself with a quarterback and a competent one at that that's going to really use him as a security blanket. So I really do think that Hayden Hurst is probably going to be one of the best options for Bryce. Now, when you speak to the injuries of these receivers, you're not wrong. You're not wrong to feel that way because a lot of these guys are coming in through the door. DJ Chalk is injured. Terrence Marshall stays injured. Your boy, you just said Mango has an injury riddled history, but I still
Chenault.
believe Chenault always hurt. It's a physical position to play wide receiver. So therefore, injuries are going to come along the way, man. I just think that's one of the things. We got a decent group. Thielen, I think Thielen is the most solid guy out of everybody, and he gonna.
Facts.
I'm relying on Thielen to get through this season, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
OTR, we understand that injuries play a part in the NFL. No one is saying that injuries don't happen to any position, but appreciate the comment.
Yeah, and like I said, yeah, I know that, bro. I know that. I know injuries happen. I know injuries happen. But we're. Don't you think? If you know the history of the team, we usually get a lot of guys that already have injury problems, and we bring them on this team like they're not going to have it. Why can't we get a 100% solid guy that ain't
Well,
a number one, that ain't had no lingering injury, or other teams do that every day too, B? You understand what I'm
but you got
saying?
to look at the
They
position
get
you in,
healthy
Ghost.
guys too, B. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, why we got to get all these motherfuckers with all these broken legs and foots and toes, and you know what I'm saying? And these are speed guys. That's what see that's what I'm saying, y'all. This is what I'm preaching up to the ceiling about. These are speed guys, receivers. If I got a hurt toe, ankle, or something like that, you want to know why? Come week 10, week 7, week 8, that it's going to happen again? Because they're speed guys. They on the same thing that they hurt. They got to cut on it, move on it, twist on it again.
Yep.
And guess what's gonna happen? Nine times out of
Re-aggravated.
thank you. We ain't talking about, what I'm saying, I hurt my ab. You know what I'm saying? I don't run on my ab. You know what I'm saying? They hurt an ankle, they hurt a toe, what else? Blown out. We got one that got a blown out Achilles, yo. How you gonna jump, plant, twist, backpedal, or whatever, and you got your Achilles, ruptured Achilles blowed out? You're not
Most of
gonna
the
be the same.
time, right? Most of the time, they be afraid to even train on it because they don't want to aggravate it.
All I'm saying, I don't want to be the grim reaper, bearer of bad news or whatever. I'm gonna bring you the obvious, and I'm not gonna fanboy. I done told y'all that. If you want a fanboy or somebody that's counting wins, or it's another channel for you to go to. They got some other channels for that shit there. Y'all know who they is. I ain't naming names, but you can go. They'll go tell you we getting ready to win 17 games, and this and that. Not me. You got the wrong one here, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you that. Now when we losing, we're gonna lose together. When we win, we're gonna win together. But on my idea, I want to build this team where it's a juggernaut. So therefore, when they do shit, like take my 39th pick, when I told y'all it was the coveted 39th pick, and go pick a receiver with an injury history, which I like this young man, but you don't address the cornerbacks that got burnt last year, that's going to end up making this team, my team, that these cats got burnt last year for 300, and they going to be on the team. They coming back to get it done to them again. I got a problem with that. I don't know about y'all. How y'all feel?
I mean, when you start getting over the bullshit, Kendall, the fans feel like you a hater. They feel like you're not being realistic. They say you delusional. Um, I'm probably younger, but I've been feeling this way as a young Panthers fan, and I should have made a damn YouTube channel. I would have got so much backlash, bruh. But same way you feel, the same way I feel, man. I'm over it, and it's no problem with talking the bullshit that the team been on. But a lot of the fans, they want to feel happiness. The Panthers ain't been there for y'all, so I don't see why we get the backlash off of it. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
And we
And
we're still on the receivers right now. We talking about the injuries with the receivers, but look past tense. We used to pick up free agents that had injury history. Old ass players getting picked up on their last leg, and we picking them up for what, a year or two? Wasting
hey,
money, wasting time.
well, and when you say that, Jay, issue, I'm gonna say some things like this. We're not the only one, but
No, we're not.
we're not the only one. The Saints signed Jimmy Graham and Trey Turner. Trey Turner used to be our right guard. Jimmy Graham was a four-time Pro Bowler that used to play over there. That's done been around the league, and Jimmy still play. They signed them, but they probably gonna use them in certain types of ways or whatever. Trey probably just gonna be a back. I don't know what the Saints, because I can't sit there and say I went in depth and seen, oh, he gonna start or whatever. But everybody else signed old guys as well.
Yeah, it
You
happens.
know, it happens. Um, Saquon, y'all know what's been going on around the league with the running back position. Uh, we had, I think it was Jeff R. Jeff in the chat. I think Jeff told us yesterday about the new rule with the RPO.
Mm-hmm.
How you can't hold on to the ball so deep, you know, past the line of scrimmage there and pull it back out. Now you got running backs, right, that can't get their money. Saquon just signed a 1 year deal, but Saquon was injured. Now, does that not that why y'all say, oh, what you talking about Saquon for? This is a Panther show. This is what I'm saying. We held on to Christian McCaffrey to the depths almost. We were lucky that we got something for him when we got ready to trade him. You see how the Giants are treating Saquon Barkley? Giving him this 1 year deal. If Saquon get hurt, they didn't invest no more than 2023 season.
Yep.
$11 million. Get the hell on down the
His
road.
career might be over.
We, as Carolina
I mean,
Panthers, do
virtually they just
not handle
franchise
this
tagged him if you look at it.
pretty much. Pretty much. You're
That's
right.
all
As
they
far as
did.
the money,
Franchise tag him
yeah, as far as
without franchise tagging
and save the tag if I need the tag for somebody else. Yeah.
him. Hmm.
Um, but the example that I'm trying to make out of shit, Q, is do y'all see how other franchises go about their business? That's what I'm saying, Q. They didn't let that man hold them up, hem them up, hold them hostage. Oh, we love Seiko. Oh, we love y'all. Remember we love Christian C-Mac. C-Mac. What we gonna do now? Motherfuckers crying and snotting at the mouth and shit because we traded Christian
Mm-hmm.
McCaffrey. We got to get over that stuff, y'all. We wanna, if you want a fanboy, fan for the shit on the front, not what's on the back. If you want to be a Panther, black and blue, that's what you do. I just rhyme with that. Y'all take it how you want.
Yeah, but you gotta look at this too, bro. Like some of these people, some of the fans are stuck in certain years, and when I really mean like that, if they're stuck in 2003, they're stuck in 2015.
2015.
They,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they can't see past those years because those are the favorite years that they love, and that's what gave them the most glory. Or you got to look at it, man. We're getting to the point now where this is a new era, this is a new dawn. We got new people on the roster, and we can't judge this team based off of what 2015 was, or we can't judge them off of 2003. You know, but we got a lot of fans that do that because that's all they know. You know what I'm saying? Those are the highest points of the Panthers ever.
Right.
And so, of course, eventually the inner fan in them gets the best of them because they're saying, okay, we'll take this piece right here. We won with less before, but we didn't
Uh-huh.
win the big
Uh-huh.
ones. That's the difference in the team going out and just getting there and going there and actually winning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to
And
have everything
but
together.
yeah, but see what it takes to win. It takes I was listening to a podcast, and then ironically, they said it again on another radio station that I was listening to. In this times NFL, you just can't have you used to have people with a lot of heart. You ever hear that Q? You ever hear that J issue? The guy got a lot of heart. He out hustle somebody or
Yeah,
whatever, you know.
that extra
And
motor.
No skill.
it,
He just got hard.
yeah, no, exactly. No talent, none of the intangibles. That guy that's just, oh man, this dude just it. But that dog, this guy don't have that. He just that little chihuahua, little like you said, little motor that's,
Yeah.
you can have a couple of them
Patrick
guys
Beverly.
right there, and yeah, and you dead in it. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? Now with rule changes and things that's going on now, you gotta have about three guys in key position on the offensive, defensive side, special team, all three phases of the game with a special light on. You know what I'm saying? The guy. We
You're
talk
right,
about
Go.
the guy on this channel. We talk about the guy on this
Let me tell
channel.
you something, Go. Let me tell you something. There are four positions where you better have a dog at, and that's quarterback, that's left tackle, that's middle linebacker, and cornerback. You better have a dog in them four positions
And the
because
third,
if you
fifth one,
don't,
you
I
need
could
an edge
say
rusher.
edge rusher too. I
You
could
need
say
an edge
edge
rusher.
rusher.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. But if you got dogs at all those positions, that means on any given Sunday you can go in and win games no matter who you play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You competitive. You competitive.
Competitive.
Rain, sleet, or snow. Don't matter. The wind blowing, whatever comes your way. You got those guys on your team. Special players, transcendent players. We did go. If you're new to the channel, wipe your damn feet. Wipe your
Yes,
feet
sir.
mean like and subscribe. Go like and subscribe. Go back and look at some of this work that we've done put in during the off season, telling you, educating you about this team. What we talked about transition, transitional players. These guys that soon as they stepped on the field, they're that guy. You gotta have a couple of them on your team. You can't have injury prone little maybe guy on your team. Not in this 2000 era, this era football. They spread the ball out too much. They air it out too much. They doing different things, rule changes. You gotta have special generational players. Um, Injury report. They got J.C. Horn with his foot, but it's that. Don't get alarmed, y'all. That's the little spring that he got doing minicamp. He was taken out of minicamp, stopped at minicamp, had a precautionary boot put on, all that shit. JC said he feels good, he healthy, he ready to go. So don't let nobody tell you JC ain't gonna be here. JC hurt, JC healthy, ready to go. That's that little training camp mishap that happened about 5 weeks ago, a month ago, damn near. All right, but I'm getting ready to open up the chat. Anybody want to come on? I see you there, Leo. Come holler at me. There it is, Leo. Tell me something, bro. Come on in. I know you're chomping at the bit. J.C. Horn and Dante Jackson, if they stay hurt, we need to get rid of them. Well, Sam Smith, I'm gonna tell you something, House. That's what I was preaching about. J.C. Horn is one of my young players, man. I love J.C. I got J.C. jersey. I got signed autographs of J.C. This, that, up and down the down. Hey, the boy is a badass cornerback, bro. Trust and believe me, he's a badass cornerback. I don't know if he accident prone. He has some bad luck. We'll put it like that. Now Dante Jackson, that dude is injury prone. So should we have drafted a corner? Hell yeah. I'm with you there, boss. Leo, you came up, but you went back. I'm with you though, cuz another edge rusher, somebody along that defensive line, so if we do let those liability corners come back in, maybe a little bit more fierce pass rush would help us out and give those guys a little bit more time, and they won't be exposed so damn much. But I don't know, Sam. You tell me. Come up on the live screen, link in the chat, bro. Come up and tell me about it, cool. Leo, what's going on, house?
What's going on, brothers? How y'all doing?
What's up, Doc? How you living?
Man, living the dream, brothers, living the dream. I
Hear that?
appreciate it, brothers. I definitely appreciate the opportunity. I fully
Got it, Leo.
agree.
You know,
I
anytime.
think I appreciate it, brother. And I don't when I call in on various, topics and opportunities, I don't mean to be a contrarian or a troller because I have nothing else to do in life. I just give my perspective on the way I see it. And like I said before, I don't think the team has the talent level on the offensive side of the ball to be competitive in the NFL. The wide receiver core is injury prone or elderly, and I don't see the wide receivers being able to get much separation. If we're relying on Adam Thielen, then we're destined for failure.
Well, Leo Q says that the quarterback is such a transcendent talent and is able to throw these guys open that we're going to be able to we're going to be able to those short fallings that they have that you just named. We're going to
Mask
be
it
able
up.
to overlook that. We're going to be able to mask it up. We're going.
Hold on.
He called it. I think he called it mascara.
Mascara, yes, sir. Makeup.
Yeah, I can understand that, and I would be willing to hope on that as well as a Panther fan, but I think it's a little too early. But it's just projection. So I have no issue with his projection on the quarterback. I would just reserve the right to see it first, and then I'll be able to make a projection. But based on the skill that the wide receivers have or lack thereof, I don't see them currently being available, being an option as far as like production, scoring, or yards, you know, and including into wins. I don't see that as an option.
Even
Currently,
with
Quick
without
the
Bryce
question,
playing the
Leo.
game,
even with
yes,
the
sir.
Quick
skill of the
question.
quarterback. Even with the skill
The-
of the quarterback.
It remains to be seen on the quarterback. It remains to be seen.
So, how do
Okay.
you think? How do you feel we're going to score or be able to compete this year offensively? Like, where are we going to get our points from?
They're going to be very limited options
Ooh.
based on the 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 lack of talent on the offensive side of the ball. I don't see much. Like I said, the defense got to be hellacious, like the
Now,
Baltimore
now,
Ravens defense.
Leo, I got to stop you there, Leo. Now,
Yes, sir.
last year last year, now Leo, we had no help from the offensive side of the ball. You sitting here gonna tell me now, even no, not to saying even but like I said, I get credit where credit due. I think we better than last year on the offensive side of the ball in the skill positions. Don't
I,
you,
I,
you don't
ve-
think that?
I vehemently disagree, brother, because from the onset of the season, we had DJ Moore, who was a dynamic football player. DJ Moore and Christian McCaffrey, you have to have those type of players. San Francisco is a prime example. If the quarterback position is limited to being porous, if you have the skilled players, you get the ball in their hands to make plays. DJ and Christian were on the team from the beginning of the season last year. And he got traded during the offseason, so we did have him throughout the course of the year. We don't have any dynamic players on the offensive side of the ball, in my opinion. Dynamic enough to just get the ball in the hand in space and they make a play. I don't see outside of LaVisca Chenault, but it has to be a screen. I haven't seen him get the ball pushed down the field to him and being open and make a play.
I mean,
Okay, so
I can dig that argument. I can dig that argument.
I can dig it, but I want to pick into it just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir,
So,
brother.
with the addition of Hayden Hurst, which Hayden Hurst has shown us in the history that he can be a safety blanket for Matt Ryan. He can be a safety blanket for Joe Burrow, even though he had that three-headed monster at receiver. He still was a safety blanket and 490 yards. I think it was 500 yards he had last year. Um, Coming in for a young rookie quarterback, knowing that your guy can go out and get you production like that, isn't that not confident to know?
Yeah, he could be the safety blanket, brother. But the thing about it is, Hayden Hurst is not George Kittle. He is not a dynamic player. He could catch the ball, and he might get you 2 or 3 yards after the catch, but that's not going to equate to you know 20 or more
So,
points a game.
Yeah, the
so
way
let me
they
ask
play
you
ball
another
now,
question. They
that's
said
what
the
I just
same
said to you,
thing.
Leo.
They said the same thing about Greg Olson when we first got him from the Bears. You remember that? He wasn't a dynamic playmaker, and he grew and matured into that. Does
But
Hayden
yeah,
Hurst? Can you see that happening for him?
no, sir, because we had the ultimate multiplier because Cam was the quarterback. So even Greg Olson was not fast at all. But you know, Greg Olson wasn't catching the ball like 5 and 6 yards. He was catching the ball down the field.
Or,
I don't see. And then Greg Olson was considerably younger than Hayden Hurst. And Greg Olson just recently started getting injuries toward the end of his career. Hayden Hurst is an off-injured player. Um,
or
and like I said, we had Cam was already proven. Well, his rookie year, he came in dynamic. We have yet to see any thing what Bryce can do. Hopefully, he
so,
can equate the same dynamic play as Cam, but that
so
remains to
Leo,
be seen.
Leo, are we comparing Bryson Hurts with Cam and Olsen, or are we comparing last year? Like how the offense is gonna be better than last year? Or are we talking about like 6 years ago?
No, I'm not comparing. I'm going off of Bryce. I'm going off of Hayden Hurst.
Well,
You
I
know,
made that comparison, G issue. That was me that brought up Greg Olson. So I just did that because Hayden Hurst is like one of those tight ends that hasn't breaking out. He hasn't fully broken out yet, but I don't think he's been in the right structure for him to break out yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think
Q,
that this.
you would hope so.
Mhm.
You're
No,
hoping that, correct?
we
Yeah,
can't
I'm
hear you,
hoping
Q. You breaking up.
I'm hoping that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
based on
hoping
what
that
he has done,
that's the.
but the thing we can only go off what someone has done because Greg Olson got traded his second year in the league, and Greg Olson, like I said, was considerably younger, and we had Cam on the team, so
I,
Cam was already
I,
doing his thing.
I don't think youth is going to play a role in the Hayden Hurst whether he can go out there and be a playmaker. I don't think youth has
Well,
anything to do with that.
what I'm thinking. What Leo's saying is, Bright one. He's saying Cam Newton was already proven. Now he said that. I ain't putting no word in. Cam Newton was
Mhm.
already proven. Bryce coming in there as a rookie quarterback. Even with all these accolades and this and that, he's still a rookie quarterback. They gonna be defensive coordinators and guys that's got time and all that over him. That's gonna throw stuff at him that Bryce Young ain't seen before. I don't care about all this. He came in and changed the playbook and said we doing it. It's still gonna be some shit that they gonna throw at him that is gonna rock his world. Okay, now and then also he's saying Greg Olson comes in there as a younger player with the already proven Cam Newton. Now you got a
Cam Newton didn't
rookie
prove anything in his
with
rookie year, go.
He sure didn't.
He was
No,
just
no,
a
but I'm
Heisman
saying,
well,
Trophy winner.
but
He
we
was a
saw
young.
him
he just
play
said
though.
he just what he's saying is Cam had already came. What he's saying is Cam had already seen some of this NFL stuff, seen adjusted to the speed of the game. You know what I'm saying? You've already seen his game translate because he's already had a year up on his belt at the time. By the time Greg came in there,
No, no, no.
that's
They
what I
came the
think. That's
same
what
No,
year.
he
Leo
was
trying
in
to
there
say.
the
No, no.
same year, go.
They
Because
came the year,
Jeremy
but what I
Shockey.
was saying, yeah, it was
Mhm.
Shockey Olsen. But what I was saying,
We got. I thought
they was a
Olsen came in
they,
2012.
no,
Olsen
he
came in
No, he
came. They
came
11.
in 2011, and he
they
had
came the same
500
Oh,
year.
okay.
yards his first year
I
Yeah,
thought
with
okay,
Cam
okay,
Newton.
Official.
okay.
But we
Okay,
already, but I'm
okay,
saying,
okay.
but we have history. I'm saying, what my point is, we saw Cam and Greg play together. We saw that.
They
So,
grew
and Greg,
together.
I say,
Yeah.
Greg was considerably younger than Hayden Hurst. We
Greg
saw
came in
that. We
2002.
don't
Okay,
know
my bad.
what Bryce would do. We don't know.
Well, the basis of what I'm saying is Greg Olson knew he from that rookie year after playing with Shockey. Shockey taught him a couple of things on how to be savvy, and he came out here and he was always one of those guys that could be shifty enough to get open. Now Hayden Hurst has matured as a tight end, and I'm hoping I'm gonna make sure I insert that in there. I'm hoping that he is savvy enough to be able to be a security blanket for Bryce Young. That's all I'm hoping.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. But outside, because we did have Steve Smith and we did have running backs, and
Mm-hmm.
I think we had Brandon LaFell. So we had other players that were a little more skilled than we have now currently. So if Hayden Hurst is out there on an island and we're relying on him, well, he's a security blanket. But like I say, during that time, we had Steve, we had running backs that were, a little better than what we have now.
Well, I hate to say it. We went and got this boy #1 overall. It's his job to be out there to kind of make some of these throws we need him to make, right?
Well, you have to honestly taper your expectations because he's a rookie. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Peyton Manning threw I don't know, might have been 21 interceptions his first year, um, and they
Even
didn't have a
this,
successful season.
even this. Now, a majority of the time, a good tight end can be found in the third round, second, third round, stuff like that. Why can't we hit on one like that?
Well, Matt Rule, I
Some,
guess
We
he
just
figured
got
as
a
though he didn't
GM
need the
that
tight
turned.
end.
yeah. Some of these guys
That was
some of the
bullshit.
best that's in the league right now were fourth rounders.
You can't tell it's
Why
called
can't
it's
why can't
called
we hit
it's
on
it's
one?
called it's called luck, but you got to take a chance. Matt Rule he took a chance on Trimble based on his athleticism, but I don't know if he could catch or not. So we don't know.
Why
But
are we,
Leo,
Leo?
to get
Why
a
are we
good
going?
tight end
Why are
talent,
we
you got to
going
go
in?
in the first and the
Uh,
second round to get somebody that's going to be able to get for us. We can't keep going in the fifth, sixth round, hoping and praying and wishing on these guys
You
to
sound like a
come
robot.
yeah. Well, what I want to know, Leo? What you breaking up, Q? What I want to know, Leo? What,
I'm sorry,
like
that
I
was my
just said,
phone, gentlemen.
we sitting here and we can't hit on some things to save our life.
Well,
Some
Kendall,
other,
we hit on it.
it's
We
been
can hit. We hit on the cornerback. The cornerback, he just get hurt. I mean, we hit on DJ Moore. I mean, it just happens sometime, brother.
Leo. Leo. Do you know we going into the camp with about 30? We had 13 undrafted free agents, and then a couple of them got cut at minicamp. Then we still got about I don't know the exact number. Don't nobody nail me to the cross, but we got a couple of them going into camp, Leo, and they may be, and we looking for them to produce.
That's why I
I'm
told you,
trying to say,
Kendall, don't expect no wins from this team
no,
because the
I'm
talent
expecting
level.
wins now, Leo.
No, you can't. Not this year, brother. Not this year.
I'm expecting some
Kendall,
wins now, Leo. God
nah,
damn.
you can't.
Uh,
Kendall, you
Come
said you was a
on, Leo.
reasonable. You said
Wait,
you was reasonable, brother. You said you was
wait,
reasonable.
Leo. We have a cupcake schedule. You not anticipating any wins?
Cupcake schedule, brother. Them people get paid millions of dollars to play a sport. They ain't laying down for nobody, brother.
Damn. Okay. Now I hear you.
Yeah, they
It's,
ain't laying
Yeah,
down. I don't see us
I
winning no
said
more
that
than
just
5
like,
games, man.
now it's some fans that's excited that it's a cupcake schedule. That's the only reason why I brought it
Nah,
up,
they
Leo.
say nah. That's what they. But see, they using their emotion as opposed to reason. It's 32 NFL teams. We gotta play at least 17 of them.
Right.
They getting paid millions of dollars. They not laying down just because we got Bryce Young and we gonna be on TV. Nah, don't
I'm
work
going to
like
give
that.
Bryce Young more kind of. We ain't giving him no credit than what he is, Leo. 'Cause we kind of hard on him now.
No, I'm not.
Nah, you can't
I'm
give
not hard on
nobody
him.
credit. It ain't done nothing, brother. That's not logical.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
know it's
can't
not
you can't
logical,
just take a
but
rookie man. And I told y'all about putting a crown on this boy head already. Now I done told y'all about that.
I ain't put
Yeah,
a
wow.
crown on him. But I do think he's gonna be competent enough to. He's gonna give us more than what we got last year. I can promise you that.
Q, can you promise it? You're hoping me because I hope so too. But
If
there are no
if
guarantees. We
we
do not know.
traded up from 9-1 and this boy can't even run the offense and get a fucking first down, we in trouble.
No, we ain't saying
Well,
that, man. We
nah,
ain't
nah,
saying that, man.
uh,
We couldn't
I'm
even get
saying,
a
I'm
first
saying,
down
and
last
I
year
think
from
what
Sam
Leo
Donald
saying,
and the crew.
and a couple other people saying, we upgraded the position. We had to. Ain't no ifs, ands
I
about it.
think
Everybody and their
Bryce
mama
is an
that
upgrade.
care.
Kendall,
Yeah,
we upgraded
everybody knew.
in theory, Kendall. We upgraded in theory.
Nah,
He has not
nah,
played a
nah,
game.
Leo. With them,
He
with
has
them
not played a
simps,
game.
them,
I
with them
don't
simps, them
wanna
suckers,
throw
them
smut
bums that we
on
had,
a number
that
one
we
overall Heisman winning quarterback. Whether we
Leo,
like his size or not, he's
you,
still a Heisman
No,
winning
no,
quarterback.
but his size. I didn't bring him size. He has not played a game yet at all in the NFL, so we
and
don't
Leo,
know.
Leo, would you agree with me? Q, would you agree with me? What we have trotted out there in the last 4 years since Cam Newton have been bums at best. Would
It's
y'all
been
agree with that?
I
porous.
agree.
It's been hard to look at. It's been hard to look at.
They
Bums
so
at
bad they
best.
make Teddy Bridgewater look good. That's just how bad the quarterback
And
play
you know
has
what?
been here.
Y'all hear me when I kind of stutter step? I was getting ready to say, except for Teddy,
Yeah,
because other than what
Teddy.
y'all want to say, Teddy had
Yeah,
a good fucking year. Teddy only lost games by like a field goal or this
yeah,
or that, and some of that shit was coaching.
Mm.
But
I agree. I agree.
bums at best, still bums at best.
Kendall, you're
So
absolutely
y'all
right,
gonna sit here
Kendall.
and
You're
tell me
absolutely right.
Bryce Young ain't an upgrade?
Kendall, you're absolutely right. But I'm saying theoretically, we should have improved based on the person that we draft at the position we draft. But I can't say honestly that we have
I can't
improved
agree with
because
that one.
I have not seen this gentleman play at all.
I
I
can't agree with
can't
that,
say.
Leo. If you drafting at a position that lacked and you move up where you was at, then he's supposed to look better and play better and understand
That's why I said the
way
key word
more
is
than
theory.
what it
Well,
was.
he said it theoretically. Now he
That's
did
why
say
I said.
theoretically.
That's why I said theoretically he should be better, but you
We don't know
I
that
have
for
to
sure.
remain optimistic until I see him play an actual NFL game at live speed. That's for any
Well,
quarterback, not just Bryce. This is any. That's just Bryce. Anybody. We could have drafted freaking Joe Burrow. We could have drafted Peyton Manning. We still have to wait to see how they adjust and are they any good.
I feel that way about the roster and the coaching staff. So hey, I
Yeah,
don't
he's
blame
just
you.
saying, show
I,
me. He's
I,
saying, I
Me
gotta
too. Me
see
too.
it. That's all he's saying.
Across the board, coaching,
Hold on a second.
everybody.
I'm address the chat. My guy Sam Smith wants to know why we got rid of Deontay Foreman. Deontay Foreman got butt hurt, Sam, because Miles Samuel came to town, and he wanted to be the feature back, so he took his ass to Chicago to do whatever the hell he gonna do over there. We
He
we
took
we
less
offered him a
money.
contract. He took less money. We offered him a contract. We were gonna have a 1-2 punch, but he wanted to be the single 100% man. He wanted to tell me and my rich owner David Tepper and Scott Fiddle what the hell he was going to do. You don't do that now. That's
But
why
no,
your
but
ass
also, but
out.
Kendall, you got to consider this too. That the Bears are going to be they're going to be very run heavy. We're not going.
They're gonna
In
have they're gonna
theory,
have to
Yeah,
be.
they're
yeah,
going to
but it
have
ain't
to
gonna
be.
matter
So
though. It ain't gonna matter
Hell
though,
no, that
Leo.
ain't gonna matter.
If that man, I don't understand the move though, Leo. You go and take
contract,
less money. You go and
contract,
take less
Kendall.
money, and then you could have saved your body over here for at least 2 years.
Yep.
But
He
you
won't.
want to be the
But
man.
Kendall, he betting on himself. He betting that he going to have a
Yeah,
1,200 yards next year and get a bigger contract. But
but how
But
he
they
Leo,
do
not
that,
paying. They not
Leo?
paying the running
And he
backs
the
no
number
more.
yeah,
two right now. He's not the number
yeah,
one over there. He's the number
yeah,
two.
and
Who's
you
who's over there
already
now?
up in age. You already up in age. You've
Oh
been a
God,
career backup your whole life.
Oh, because I
Your
know
whole
Montgomery had left.
Oh, look at
I
that.
mean, well, he probably
they got
He
another
probably
guy.
thinking he probably think they're gonna have more wins than we will. That's what he probably thinking. No,
Really?
I
Nah,
can't
no
put no
sir,
logic on it.
no sir.
Strictly number
That's
one. Come on, man.
hell
You went
That's the
on
no.
Don't
only
one.
make
logic
sense.
I could
Number
put to
one.
it. That's the only logic because I don't
Nah,
understand. He
Nah,
people take less money to get wins though. They've done it all the
I'm
time.
he
I'm
li-
gonna be real with you,
nah.
Leo. He
He
was
didn't go to
salty and he
Kansas.
made a
yeah,
decision off
It
of
ain't like
salt,
he went
bro.
to Kansas
yep.
City or something down there.
Oh, that's
Hey,
all right.
here I'm
Well,
I'm gonna tell y'all they running backs: Deontay Foreman, Khalil Herbert, Rashawn Johnson, and Travis Homer. Right now, they do got Dante as a starter.
that's what I'm saying. He gonna get at least 200 touches, and he's probably gonna get at least $1,100 if you know because the boy don't throw the ball not yet. So hopefully, well they got DJ, but we gonna see. But I appreciate it, John. I'm listening a little bit. I appreciate you.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
Twan Don, welcome to the show.
What's up,
Yes,
guys,
sir.
704
man?
What's going on,
Power.
Tom?
What's
Let me
going
wipe
on?
my feet off. Let me wipe my feet off real quick. All right.
I know I didn't have
Take my
to tell you.
shoes off.
When
Yeah.
that man talk about wiping his feet for the new people, wipe your feet, hit that like button, man.
Yeah.
Subscribe. That's better to the channel. Wipe your feet before you come up in here. Don't bring that bullshit up in here. Wipe your feet. What you got to say, Twan?
I'm just listening to y'all right now. Y'all having a great discussion. You know what I'm saying? I get in where I fit in as the time goes. But right now, man, I think y'all doing it. What's up, Jay?
Hey, you think
You?
you
What
say
up? What up?
you okay? You say you think? Hey, well, hell, man,
Yes, sir.
answer the
What up,
question,
Leo?
man. Does Bryce Young elevate the receiving core? Is the receiving core injury prone? Do we have injury prone players on the team? The 39th pick in the draft. How you think people gonna come out of training camp, bro? Because it's a lot of these undrafted free agents that we're gonna look that's gonna make this team and might have some solid hours going into 2023 into the playing year. An undrafted free agent might be a starter. How do you
Yep.
feel about that?
Well, I hope that's not the situation. Shout out to Popping Bullets came through last night on the 74 Charlotte show where we broke down the 53-man roster. And we talked about just that, man. It looks like in some situations where, like, we're injury away from free agents that we picked up becoming starters, and that's not good. We found out that we don't have as much depth at some positions as we thought we did. But
No. We try to tell your hard head ass. You ain't just find the fuck out. We
Yeah. He
tried.
just
no,
found out
I
last
let me
tried
night
to
because
explain
he
tell
was
your
that.
hard head.
ignoring us for how long?
You
How long he
just
been
No, no,
you
ignoring
no.
us?
just sat there and looked at it on a black and white screen and was like, damn, we tried to tell you.
So when you look at the corners, we kind of knew that, and we hoping that new coach that came up in there is doing something with those corners. But at any position, you got to want it for yourself first. You know what I'm saying? The coach coming along and teach you some things is secondary. You know what I'm saying? That's just gonna add to your skill level. But we looked at some O-line positions where but that at the same time we talked about how some other guys can get moved around. You know what I'm saying? Because like at center, we don't have no backup center. It's just Bozeman. The dude that we do got backing him up, unless they gonna just keep him, that dude is not good. So
So
that's
F
somewhere on the
line,
line where we can
no,
see you can't
not
even.
F,
Yeah, you got
not
to
F
keep a
line.
good center on the field, bro.
F line ain't here no more, is it? Who the backup
No,
center?
some dude I never heard of this
Damn,
dude's
I
name
just had
before.
his damn name. Ticklebird or something like that.
Yeah,
Tackleberg,
something like
yeah,
Tackleberg.
Tackleberg, something like that. Yeah, that's it.
yeah. Well, he's more of a swing lineman than like
Right.
100% like backup center. So I mean, and we got a couple what we would call swing linemen that you what they call it? How that shit go? Master of many, and I mean jack of all trades, something master, something
Yeah,
master of none. Ever how that saying go? Y'all tell me how that saying go. Jack
we
master of
got you.
none or whatever. Yeah, but we got a
It's
couple linemen
the
like that. After
the, the
uh
talent of many and the master
man,
of none.
Yeah, and after our main guys, y'all, it gets kind of gritty. We
It
don't
does.
put it up here, man. We don't put the depth chart up here a couple times. I'm gonna tell you, I want your views. I need you to go. If you like what you're hearing today, go back to blackcatpanther.com. I mean, Black Cat Panther podcast. Go back, subscribe. Go back to the old show. We've been doing. There ain't been no content out here. We've been doing it, bringing it to y'all, different show after different show for the last 5 weeks, breaking this thing down. Now we in training camp. We here now. Nigga, we here. Hey, we here. So, hey, like it or love it, this is what you got. They could have did something about this. Free agency, waiver wires last year, whatever. They didn't. We here.
Hey
How
man,
do y'all feel
also,
about it, man? We here.
also like slightly up was off topic. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to and prayers up to LeBron James' son coming through that cardiac arrest situation, man. What's up to that
Oh,
family, man? I hope he beat that.
okay. I
That's
didn't hear
crazy.
about that. Yeah,
I didn't know that. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, Bronny had cardiac arrest yesterday.
Oh man.
So
Sorry to hear
Okay.
yeah,
that.
ICU.
Well, hey, y'all get some prayers up LeBron and his family, man.
Yeah, man.
But
That's crazy.
but what we were saying,
Hmm.
far as the Panthers in camp, rookies already reported on Saturday. Veterans coming there yesterday. They'll be getting down to the nitty gritty probably by Thursday or Friday. I don't know when they're gonna put pads on and all that stuff. Jay Issue said, I said, my thing is when this joint practice comes in with the Jets, and then you start seeing a little, just when they give you that little taste in the preseason.
Right.
Now, come week one, when we go over there to Mercedes Benz, I don't want to hear nothing about Matt Fool. And that's the reason why we dissed that. Because I said it right here. That's it. Frank them had a whole free agency. If you think that Matt had, which he did, total roster control when he was here, he did. Now Scott had a chance to do what he needed to do. Had a whole draft. They had a whole mini camp and a whole camp over there in Waffle. Don't blame nobody but these motherfuckers. Everything that go on from Mercedes-Benz to the end of the season, that's on them.
I'm with you, Kendall, but I disagree a little bit. Let me explain why.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
This ain't get it off your chest Wednesday. Okay.
No, I'm done. No. Yeah, you got to wait on that tomorrow. But you can tell
But
me
look,
why
I'm
you
gonna
disagree.
slightly get it off my chest now. Okay, listen. The fact
Topic.
is because of that regime headed by Matt Fool, he fucked up our damn draft picks. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm gonna cut you
because
one
of that,
second, Twan. Scott was right there with him. If
I
me and
know,
you,
but
me and you working on a project at work, right?
yeah,
Let's say I'm the head, but your name on it too, though, Twan. Your name is on it too. I might be the lead person on it, but you own the team as well. Your name on
right,
it too. You in the emails, and you
right.
clearly see me fucking up.
But my pushback on that is this. Tell me where I'm lying when I say this. David Tepper gave Matt Rule that type of power. Fred all but try to tell us in these interviews, look, man, I'm picking the guys that this guy wants, that this guy is telling me to get. Matt Tepper came out and all but said that it's they gonna work together and blah 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 and all that. But we knew who was making some of these dumbass picks. My thing is now, yes, I'm not gonna blame Matt Rule that much, but now it's finally on Scott's hour, and Scott made a lot of good moves too for any ones y'all think was bad. But now he doesn't have to deal with that dude no more. I really feel like he's working with a head coach that's gonna work with him, and I think we should judge him as of right now. But he did still make some decent moves despite Matt Rule, bro. But now we missing 2 picks from this past draft. We don't have no damn first round pick next year, and all that shit comes from Matt Rule's era.
Nope.
That's the only thing I'm kicking back on.
Okay, so why didn't they had a decision? Scott had a decision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Scott, like I told y'all, go back and watch Yes Man. I got it labeled Yes Man.
But he was the
Yes
king of England,
Man.
though.
I
was the king
got
of
it
England. He had no
labeled.
power.
There is a GOAT talk that is labeled Yes Man, and it tells you about Frank Wright and Scott Fitter being Yes Man laying down. You alluded to those 2 picks. We got rid of Christian McCaffrey and got picks, Twan. We got picks back for them. We could be going into the draft right now. We had the 61, right? And we had another pick in the what was it? Now, like I said, before I get messed up, I think it was a 3rd-round pick. We gave him a second, a third. No. I'm lying. A second.
Who the Bears?
Yeah, a second, a 1 for next year, and a
1 second,
second
and I think what was it?
from 2025. And
Like a
DJ Moore.
fourth, some shit.
Yeah, that's in 25, not 24.
That's the second.
Second in 25, a second last year, and a first 2024. Right?
We don't have a first round pick in 2024.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what we gave
24
the
is the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we gave the Bears. Okay. So the only thing we gave up this year pick was 1. And then Scott gave another pick away to move up to get DJ Johnson. So instead of having 5 not free agents, but 5
picks,
draftees
Mm-hmm.
or draft picks going to camp, we could have had 7.
Mm-hmm.
So how y'all feel about that?
I mean,
That's
I got
on
some.
Scott.
I got a backlash on Twan because Twan feel like it was Rule's fault that we don't have a first next year. But when we gave up Rule, we was headed downward. Like we were headed to the first pick regardless. But since Wilkes wanted to fight for that playoff push, it made us jump up the board. So that was on Wilkes, not Rule.
So no, well, we can't really look at that, Jay. We
Nah,
can't
not
really
like
look
that.
at that like
And
that
plus, you got
because
and plus, Wilkes was trying to win a
now we going
job, though,
back.
Jason.
Yeah. Are we going back to the tank type deal? And that's
That
a whole
motherfucker
nother
couldn't tank
conversation.
and then get a head
People
coaching
start
job.
crying. Yeah, people start crying. Then we out there to play ball. We can't tank or whatever. Cause we were secured in the 3rd position. We had the 3rd position. If y'all don't remember, we carried the 3rd position for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
We could have let if we'd have. How y'all think this is just a hypothetical or whatever? Where you think we'd have finished that if Matt Fool would have finished it out?
Ain't no telling.
Did Temple fire that nigga too early?
I don't think so. And we needed to see a change of culture. We need to see the players react to something, man. I mean, then, we saw the players gather around Wilkes. Like they wanted him to be the next head coach. I mean, all that was starting to practice. It was whatever that dude was doing in practice. It was holding people accountable. The same thing we were hoping that this new culture regime was going to do. They got addicted to that shit because they saw the results on the field. They weren't seeing those results on the field with Matt Rule. When the game was over, Wilkes went up to those podiums and bigged up his teams and said, we can be better than we are, and we're going to do this and do that. Matt Rule went up to the podium and blamed everybody but himself. The only person he never blamed was Tepper. Another thing with Tepper, with the owner, man, I hope so this year that he sits back and stop being so involved in shit. Like you the
Nah,
owner, man, and stop
nah.
fucking
He
with
That ain't gonna
coaches
happen.
and shit like
he
that.
didn't. He did it, and it won't happen.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen. That ain't
Hell
gonna
Yeah,
happen.
no,
I
cause
just I want them to just look, bro. Trust the dude, the people that you hired, and chill. You know, like
That
when you
ain't
start getting
that.
involved in like football, like Tampa ain't never played fucking football before, and he was a solid owner when he was with
How
Pittsburgh.
you know Jeff ain't never played no
I
football?
looked up his damn.
How
I
you
looked his
know that?
resume up. I looked his resume up. He did. I can tell you what school he went to, college, and all that shit. When we did that report on him.
I know Jeff wasn't a star, man. A
So,
motherfucking uh, top 5 pick in Pittsburgh over there where he came from.
oh,
But that ain't here or there, man. Fuck Tepper right now. Tepper done stuck his nose in everything right
yeah,
here. He
man,
got me
just
kind of hot.
lead. If you want to be a coach, then be a fucking coach. I know you're the owner of the team, man. Leave it, leave it
You the
be,
owner,
bro.
man. He kind of got me hot when he said he was going, cause the jury's still out there about this Bryce Young thing with him, you know, and telling Bryce at the Super Bowl and sticking his nose in his hands and all this,
in a cookie
and
jar.
all that.
That
Yeah.
motherfucking
So
hug was too intense when he
I,
saw him, bro.
if it works out, good. If it doesn't, nah, you see what I'm saying? Who next you gonna be on it? How y'all gonna splice that thing there? If Bryce don't aspire to be the quarterback who we think
What up,
he
Jeff
is,
R?
we in trouble.
Yo, is my voice off?
It's not off. It's
Okay.
I don't know. It's
Is
like
it
a weird
low?
sound into it. No, it's a weird sound to it.
All right. I'm sorry. My bad.
Yeah.
Hey,
Go.
what's the owner? What's the owner of the Chiefs? Who's the owner over
I don't
I
know.
don't even know.
Uh,
there? Right. That's my point.
might be in a consumer.
Who who's the owner with the who's the owner? Well, okay, who's the owner with San Francisco 49ers?
Mm-hmm.
We don't know. We know the owner. We know the owner of the Philadelphia Eagles because he's always out and about. But he don't get
Okay.
into no. What I'm saying about those powerful teams is that those owners sit back and trust in they staff. When you don't know them, it means they're not presenting themselves to the public like that all the time. They just win ball games.
Clark
You know,
Hunt is the
Temple want to
owner.
always be in front of the damn camera with his wife now.
Well, see everybody, but see Twan, you
Like it's a
are a
damn
fan
daycare.
of you are a fan of the Carolina Panthers, so you know the Carolina Panthers. Okay, you know the Carolina Panthers. You looking at you see uh Tepper all the time. You think you seeing now Clark Hunt is the owner of the Kansas City Chiefs. It
Mm-hmm.
might be saying people in Kansas City might be saying, "Hey, we see Clark Hunt too damn much."
Man, no. We don't even know who the hell Clark Hunt is because that man stay in the background. Only time you see Clark Hunt is when they hoist that damn trophy. That's it. Shit, that is it. The only time you gonna
Once
see that
again,
damn owner with Frisco is when
hey,
they hoist that trophy.
you saying that, Twan? You saying that because we see Tepper all the time. We know David Tepper. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
You thinking now Tepper? He could be. I just said it. I agree with you. He. I think he in the way, and he lied to me, man. I can't take that. He lied to me. He ain't got one more time to lie to me, cause he said he sat his ass right up on that podium. He said, I'm gonna let football people do what football people do. I hire these people to do this, do that. Then come to play, we exposed him. We brought it up over here. Here you come. Scott and Frank said they had a deal cut for number 3. He told them to go to 1. Some other things went down. I'm not gonna go through the whole show I already did, but Temple stuck his nose in this. He stuck his nose in that. It's his team. Don't get me wrong, it's his team. But A lot of stuff he did not let football people do. This year and the years prior to. That's why some of the shit that we in it right now because of him. Once again, it's his team. Bro, he can do what he want to. He the one cutting them checks. But sometimes these owners need to stay in them boxes. Let the GM, the general manager of the team, run the team. If the GM is fucking up or the team, the talent on the team or whatever, it's just we just getting blowed out of games because the talent on the team just ain't, like you like, damn man, what are you doing? Like this guy ain't even. Where did you get this cornerback from? Where did you get this quarterback from? Where where did this tight end can't catch? We have no defensive push on the defensive line. Now you have to question the GM, the scouting team, the scouting program, all these guys that fall up under these other guys. You got to get them up out of here. It's the organization's problem. Organization is failing us.
Mhm.
We've done, as a Panther fan, we've done hit all those lows, not highs. We done hit all those lows, y'all. We had a head coach that the owner gave total roster power to. He goes and want to blame everybody, like Twan said, everybody. He even blamed COVID. He even blamed fucking COVID for not being able to meet with his players and do this and do that. Teddy Bridgewater told people he didn't know how to coach because you wasn't coaching goal line, 2-minute drill, all types of stuff like that. You bringing that college shit into the NFL, and that wasn't gonna happen. I owner did that. He brought a GM in, and like I said, he gave the owner, I meant not the owner, but the head coach, total roster power. A first year head coach just coming out of college ain't proved shit in the NFL. He did that.
All right.
Then he got rid of all our veterans and all that stuff, and told us to trust the process. Trust the
Yep.
process. You know what I'm saying? And then people say we had fans that were so naive to say we wasn't in a rebuild. We were just a quarterback away or whatever. We go and get band-aid ass quarterbacks and give up draft picks. You know what I'm saying? Now here we is in 2023. Finally have a left tackle in 10 years. Finally get a quarterback. We don't know what he's done yet. We reserve the right. I want to see it on the field. You can say all of this, all of that. We go get, like I said in the earlier part of this podcast, we go get some players out of free agency that had injury prone, that's been injury prone, got some injury issues, some medical issues, and we as fans or some fans want to say that this is the best receiving core that we ever had because we got some names on there, some guys that may be over the hill, or some guys that's had injury problems in the past.
I mean,
We gotta stop.
Is it the best wide receiving core we've ever had?
No,
That's what I'm saying. You ask some people, Twan.
no.
You ask some people, they say it is. Man, DJ Chalk gonna do this. Hayden Hurst gonna do this. Adam Thielen gonna clean people clock in the slot.
Yeah.
LaVisca Chenault. I ask you, Twan, have you done your homework on LaVisca Chenault?
Um,
Okay.
I don't like the Debo comparisons. That's putting too much pressure on that dude, man. But
So why does
Debo
LaVisca
light.
Chenault?
What
What
about him?
has LaVisca Chenault done?
When you look at the numbers, it don't look like he did a whole lot. It don't look like he did a whole lot. So I see where you're going with that, and I don't think we.
I'm
Yeah,
going down our route. You
yeah,
did a roster show last night.
yeah. If you're gonna try
When
to
you
make an
came
argument,
on,
yeah. If
you
you're gonna try
said
to make
you
an
said you
argument
you seen a
outside of
little
the,
something, right?
yeah,
You seen a little something, right, last night when you
yeah,
did the roster compare.
yeah,
We're in training camp, right? So
hmm,
that roster has got to be tweaked. It's got to be better, or it
right,
might look like the same, right? When we come out there at
hmm.
53, that's what we're talking about right now. So I'm
I think,
critiquing
yeah,
some of these positions.
I feel like we know what Laviska Chenault is, but on paper, we like
Do
based
we?
on numbers on paper, we can't really like if we gonna battle another team or something, we can't bring his name up in our strengths because I think we still trying to figure out what he is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you just said
But
that we
Twan,
know who he is,
hold on.
though.
No,
Okay,
no,
now
no. I'm
Twan,
saying
say that again.
that's
You
when
said
I say
if
when I
we
say that
battle
I'm saying
another
that we
team,
know that. Yeah,
you, you said, how did you just say that just a while ago?
I said I
Not
think
our
we
strength.
know who I think we know who he is, and what we think when we say we know who he is that he could be this or he could be that or he could be the Swiss Army knife. But when we go to argue him, like and say we were arguing about our team with like some Falcons fans, we couldn't really bring Laviska Chenault up as one of our strengths because on paper he don't look like he's that guy.
Well, me personally, Twan, I
On
don't know
paper.
who he is. I'm gonna just be honest. I don't know who
But
he
I know
Twan,
is.
they're trying to make him. They're trying to make him a Swiss Army knife. So like when Frank
Twan,
Wright came out and said, I don't think he said he will be Debo Samuels.
Twan,
He's
when
unproven.
Twan,
That boy ain't show us shit.
when you said what you said,
Yeah,
you just said we cannot even bring him up in conversation.
we can't.
Fuck the play on the field in
Yeah.
conversation with another fan on another team. In conversation now.
Mm-hmm.
He is the fourth wide receiver on our depth chart. Meaning, y'all this right here. DJ Chalk is ahead of him and Terrence Marshall.
Yep.
Two players who I just told y'all have had lower extremity, right?
And Thielen.
Meaning
And
that
Thielen ahead
probably
of
will
him.
happen again. I ain't even talking about Thielen. Let's don't talk about Thielen right now. If I can exclude him for that sake, I'm just saying
That
you
he the
got
only
two
sure thing.
motherfuckers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got two players ahead of him that haven't. Terrence ain't played a whole season ever in his 4-year career, and DJ ain't neither. So them
This
two go down. You talking about somebody that you can't even compare in conversation gonna be our number two wide receiver threat,
can I say
and
this
you
about
ain't
our wide
worried?
receiving core? I want to say this about our wide receiving core. We the wide receiving
Get
core
it
has
out.
a lot to
Spit
prove.
it out.
They got a lot to prove. You know what I'm saying? Anybody
Uh-huh.
saying that we got anybody that says like our wide receiving core is incredible, that's we don't know yet. I can't say no, they're not. We don't know yet, but they got a lot to prove, man, based on what we got on paper. I mean, as far as them being, I mean, look, you talking about a real wide receiving core that we had on our team
Mhm.
was Agent 89, was Smith, Muhammad, and when we
Don't,
had Ricky Pro.
I don't want to hear no more
No, 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 no.
about
I'm making a
Steve
point with that.
Smith,
I'm making a point with that.
2015, Matt
Yeah.
Rule, none of that shit. I told y'all, dog,
I'm not
when we
talking
kick
about no
that ball off.
2015.
Okay, all
I'm
right,
not
all
talking
right,
about
all right.
2015. I went further back. I said the best for anybody saying I would say anybody saying this is our best wide receiver core. That was Smith, Muhammad, and Ricky Pro. We ain't got nothing like that right now. Nothing
But
like
that's
that.
not, but that's conversation talk. We talking about camp. We talking about
Yeah.
this roster. We talking about what we gonna put on the field come the 2023 season
But
when time to kick the ball off.
but
Y'all
even when
try to talk, y'all try to come at me yesterday talking about I ain't a fan there. Y'all get mad at me when I tell you you're fanboy. You know you're fanboy. Yeah, you're
no,
fanboy.
no. But when
Yes,
I but
sir.
when I but when I also look at this wide receiver core right here and what we have like at other positions and the tight end and the quarterback that we got back there and the running back there, I think it can open a lot of shit up, bro. I really do. Me and you both agree that Bryce Young is gonna spread this ball around, bro. So I
That's
don't
Yeah.
think he's
cool.
gonna
That's
have I
cool.
don't even think he's gonna have a favorite receiver to begin with when it comes to the wide receiver. I think he's gonna keep his eyes on the most consistent guys. You know
That's
what I'm saying? I
conversation
don't
though.
think he's gonna force nothing. I definitely don't think he's gonna force. He will make some rookie mistakes and try to force something every now and then. But he seems like the type of dude that look, if I get bit once, I'm not going back over there. You know what I'm
But
saying?
what
I
we
think he's
gonna
gonna
do,
push that ball
Twan?
around.
Twan, what are we gonna do if come week 1, 2, 3, 7, 10,
Mm.
and them same cats you talking about is sitting over there in a Panther sweatsuit? What the
It
hell
ain't
we
nothing
gonna do then?
well, that's called injury, and there's nothing we can do then except try to find some other bumps. Season over if them dudes go down.
Eric Twan, he said the niggas is bums. We gonna find some more bums.
No, I ain't call them bums. I said we're gonna have to go find some other bums to replace them.
Oh boy,
I
go a
mean,
little
my wide
stress.
receiver core go down. Look, I'm gonna put it to you like this.
I think
I'm gonna put it
like
to you like
this.
this. If
I see
Terrence
cats
Marshall,
in this, they gonna say we gonna find some more bums.
yeah,
We
Yo,
gonna
Yes,
find some more
sir.
bums.
why some more bumps? God damn, I done heard it
Cause
all.
they wearing that blue and
Yes.
black.
hey,
Cause,
look,
Oh
y'all
Oh,
shit.
niggas
put
know
an
what the
S
fuck
on
I'm
their
saying.
chest now. They put an
Y'all
S
know
on
what I'm
their
saying.
chest.
'Cause they wearing
Don't
blue
try
and black, they get
don't
praise.
try to
Shit
twist my
That's
crazy.
words.
right.
Check that shit out. Don't try to twist my words.
But
Listen,
Twan, be
if chart
honest.
go
Are
down,
we threatening anybody? Wide receiver
no,
wise, are we
listen.
threatening anybody?
If chart goes down and TMJ goes down, we through.
I don't think
Oh,
he even
because
hear you.
then it just becomes just like Cam Newton. Then it's gonna be Bryce Young's favorite receiver gonna have to be a damn tight end.
See, Diddy said it best. That's a lot of what ifs. Yeah, you damn right.
We can only
But
talk
see,
in what ifs
but
until the shit
hey, hey,
happens.
hey,
We
hey,
don't know what's gonna
Diddy,
happen.
see Diddy. It's happened every year, bruh. When I tell people the guys that I'm talking about have Terrence Marshall ain't played a whole year. DJ
I ain't even
Chalk
say
ain't
no
played a
what
whole
ifs.
year.
So I don't know what the what if
I
shit.
ain't say
I ain't
I
say
ain't
no
saying
what
what
ifs.
else. What
C
I'm
Diddy or C
telling you,
Dougie? Who is this?
Yeah. See Diddy.
what I'm telling y'all is these cats. I'm not sitting here making up shit that this dude ain't played the whole. He ain't
No,
played the whole
we can
year.
hey look, we can only exacerbate because these motherfuckers ain't played yet. Somebody gonna be right, somebody gonna be wrong. You gotta play the game though. It makes great debate because we're predicting what's gonna happen or what may happen or whatever. But until these motherfuckers play, we are just debating.
So
You know what I'm
so so
saying?
hold up. So Q check game. Are
Yo,
you
yo.
willing to bet? Are you willing to bet that DJ Chalk will put in 17 games of work?
Hell no. I ain't betting that shit because that boy hasn't shown that in the last year or two. He hasn't shown it.
J issue. Put it up. Anybody in the chat? The chat. Are y'all willing to bet me right now that DJ Chalk will put in 17 games of work?
I'm
That's
not
not
begging
one.
you. I'm not begging
17
you.
games of work.
They can say that about any player on the team,
I
Kendall.
can't get that bet. I don't give a fuck
That's
one
not true.
about any
Icky
other player.
Icky played 12, didn't he?
Icky plays 17.
Oh, my
And
fault.
I'm gonna
17.
stand on it.
You
I'm
know,
gonna
Icky on
stand on
pride
it
and
So
joy.
so
that
you
my
can't say
son
that, Twan. You can't say
D
that about every player on the
offensive
team.
Yeah, you
tackle
can.
will
No,
play
you can't.
17. Bradley Bozeman wasn't hurt last year. When he got in, he played. He didn't get hurt. Taylor Moton had
Hey,
arthritis. Goddamn it, he played 17.
so look, hear me out, man. I'm about to say something very logical. You can take it, fish fry the shit, throw it away, boil it, whatever. When you play the game of football, everybody is an injury away. Come on, Kendall. You know that's true. Look, we hope that our players don't get injured. And yes, we had some players last
Listen,
year that made it through the whole season. But look, the Quanu and
read what
whoever is
MDD
just
said.
one
Read
rolled up
what
ankle.
read what MDJ
You want
said
me to
right
read
there.
it?
Go ahead, Jay. Yes, you read.
The better odds are that he won't, based on history, college and pro.
Right, but you know
Exactly.
the key. But
If
what's
you
the key
do
word out of that
all
whole
you can
statement?
do, Twan, is go
What's the
on the
key word? No,
odds
no,
and
no.
the
What's the
numbers.
key word in
And
his statement? What's the key word in
you
his
tell
statement?
me. You tell me.
Odds, odds. That
And
what
ain't that
odds mean?
Twan? Twan,
Odds means there's
every
a
day,
chance something can happen.
every day you wake up, wash your ass, wipe your face off, whatever, ever how you do, it's odds involved. It's math involved in everything you do. It's odds involved. The odds are if you get to
That's
work
my
late,
point.
damn near if you get to work late every day, if you were going from your house to
The
work
odds
and
is
you
you gonna
late
get
damn
fired.
near every day, the odds is you gonna get fired or the odds you gonna be late this week because you do it every day. Come on, man. Y'all
Twan,
stop this shit.
Twan, I
But see,
get you want to be Twan. I get you want to be
Canelo.
positive this season, but most of these niggas on the roster, you could pinpoint who haven't had a full season.
Man, our
It,
squad is
it's,
straight,
it's
bro. The squad is straight.
the squad is
Mr. White,
straight.
Ten wins.
I ain't
Ten
guaranteeing
wins.
nothing. I'm just saying, like I just told you, I put the odds out. Red Swan,
They say
what's
this
going on,
season.
I'm
cousin?
guaranteeing 10 wins.
What's
What's
up,
going on,
family?
cousin
What's
Red?
going on,
What's
third
going
What's up,
on?
cousin?
twin?
Hey, cousin.
What's
I'm
up,
guaranteeing
kinfolk?
10
What's
wins.
happening, man?
Shit, not
What's
much.
happening with
Man,
y'all, man?
Twan fucking
You
up the
got
barbecue. What's going on, Red?
You already know it.
yeah, yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
listen,
yeah.
listen. I ain't got much to say today. I know it's training camp we into, y'all, but I said I've been listening. I've been listening, and Twan said that shit about LaVisca, and then he said, "Oh shit, I done fucked up. I shouldn't have said that out loud, man." So,
Nah, I
Tell
meant
it.
it. I meant it.
Twan,
Like I was
Twan
gonna pick it
can't.
up, son. Like
Yeah,
I
I
was
know
gonna
you.
pick it up.
Hell yeah, I know you meant to Twan, but listen, Twan came
See,
right back and said, "But yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah. Top to bottom, this offensive core,
hey,
it
Swarm.
looks good."
Hey, Swarm, before you get started, Swarm, before you get started, here
Yeah.
y'all are again seeking out the advice of a fucking Falcons fan to prove your
Advice.
man, to prove your
Nah,
point.
they
Cut
ain't
that
asked for my
What
bullshit.
the
advice.
No,
fuck?
no,
Cut
no,
that
no.
They
bullshit,
didn't
boy.
ask for
Cut
my
that
advice.
Hear
bullshit.
what I
Twan
said.
Cut that
grasping for
bullshit.
No,
air.
Hey,
no,
look. Cut that
man,
bullshit, Twan.
We
they
Cut that
didn't
Twan,
want to
bullshit.
talk good, and they
we've
didn't
been
want
saying
to
this
talk
before
good.
cousin got on.
No, no,
Come
no,
on
no.
now, don't do
Here,
that.
here, here
Don't
y'all
do
go
that.
again, seeking out the
Look, here go
Falcons
Twan
Twan,
advice
reaching.
listen,
for
hey
your
Jay,
Twan
benefit.
reaching. It ain't
Jay
grabbing
and Jules.
shit. What's
No,
going on,
y'all,
Red?
Yeah, cut that
we
bullshit,
all
Twan.
know what it is.
Cut that
We all
bullshit.
know what it is.
Yeah, we on his ass.
Twan say,
Yeah.
He gonna
Twan
take the
say,
word
yeah.
over a Falcon over a
See,
fellow
see, this is what
Panthers.
Twan,
Twan does.
before he
This is
got
what,
on with me and
Let,
Kendall was
let,
talking about this. We
yeah,
not,
and
what the
Now,
fuck?
now watch.
let
I
Twan
know
go ahead
Red
and finish this
Swarm. I
shit.
know he gonna take this
Let
opportunity
it out, Twan.
before he
no,
get
Go
no,
ahead.
Twan, no, Twan. I came in here straight up. I said, man, I'm finna fuck with my dog Twan today, cause you said that shit. Now you trying to flip it and
He
say
trying to renege it.
y'all gonna let Red say that shit, man.
no.
Twan, I
I've been
didn't say it. They didn't say
no
it. You
Swarm gonna
said it.
come in here. You right, man. The Visca ain't shit. Y'all right. Toy wrong.
Twan, something else, man.
Nah, man. Hey, but on the quiet man, on the low, this is what I will say, man. I really wanted to see us make a move, my team, for a wide receiver too, and I didn't see us going after that boy, the offensive lineman. Now this is real interesting. I thought about this when I heard that y'all were looking at him as well, the lineman that we got. And I really felt like Mingo was on our board. So it's interesting how those players were right around that same pick. You know what I'm saying? By multiple organizations, man. I like Mingo. That's what I'm saying that to say that for, man. I like him, man. I really feel like he's gonna be a dog, man. I do, man. I
I
do. He's
think
gonna
he
be
is too,
hard to
though.
handle.
I think he is too, though, Red. But what my thing, well, I didn't see this, and somebody brought to my attention the other day was that he had, the injuries, and it's been a constant thing around here that we get players that already have some type of nagging injury, and especially a foot, an ankle, or something like that in a skill position. You see what I'm saying? A speedy guy skill position.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't start off with that, Red. I
yeah,
don't like
yeah,
it. You know what I'm saying? It could
yeah,
happen.
yeah,
The dude could heal. It could heal right. It could never
yeah.
happen again. But it doesn't happen to us more than not. You know what I'm
Consistent
saying? A
years.
lot of time, consistent over there, and we keep doing this shit over and over again, and we keep getting bit by the same bug.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I heard you going over that in your monologue, man. And we all know, man, football is that motherfucking sport, man. It's nicks and knocks along the way. But also, this is what's funny, man. And this is what we used to call them where I'm from the country. You know, we all know them motherfuckers, man. A nigga who was hard as a knot, man. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't break them
Uh-huh.
motherfuckers. I don't care what you did to them, man. They could hit them. I don't give a damn what the motherfuckers run into, man. They was just hard as hell,
They
man.
were
So,
straight.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
yeah, but that's the rare cat, man. You know what I'm
Rare
saying?
breed, rare
Rare
breed, a
breed,
rare breed.
rare breed, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's hard to make it through college and high school and the pros, man, without any of that, especially at that
Unscathed, yeah.
yeah, that top level, man. That top level. So, but you know, I heard you going over there in your monologue, Goat, man. But and honestly, I didn't know it either. So I would dare to say that it definitely wasn't something major with him. But you know, motherfuckers always go through them reports, man, to try to knock their grade down or whatever else, man.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true.
yeah,
But see,
yeah.
I still reserve the right
Oh
because,
yeah,
like I always say, I want to see what happens at camp. I want to see what happens in this joint practice we're gonna have with the Jets. I
yeah.
want
That's
to
gonna
see
be
that
big.
little bit, like I say, right there at um preseason games.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
the little
yeah,
bit. If we go down the field, first preseason game, and they play a series, and Bryce has full command of the offense, he look like he's standing tall in the pocket. This, that, our offensive line, our right guard is going to be out, and his replacement is pushing people around, and he's picking up everything, blitzes and this and that and whatever.
yeah,
And we go downfield, we kick a field goal. Everything looks sharp and crisp. Pull them
yeah.
boys out.
Get them
Okay,
out.
I seen enough. You see what I'm saying? The dress
Get them
rehearsal
out.
game come through. Okay, I seen enough. You see what I'm saying? With the
Yeah,
ones,
yeah,
the
yeah,
twos
yeah,
come in, the threes, the
yeah,
fours, the guys who competing for a job just for a spot,
yeah,
practice team or whatever.
yeah,
Like, oh shoot, man, this guy here that we have been talking about or whatever. Hey, he looked good, man. I don't know what happened or
yeah,
whatever. That's what I got to see. Now it's time for the eye test. We can tell you about all the numbers ran all day long. This guy
yeah,
had had 32 touchdowns, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
yeah,
Compare him to something 2015 team compared to, 2003. That don't mean shit now.
yeah. Let me see it on the field.
I got to see it on the field now.
Yeah, yeah.
I got to
Hey,
see it on the field.
I got a question for y'all. Do y'all play the Jets? Is that y'all first preseason game or second or third?
It's just a practice.
Okay, so it's a
Yeah.
practice. Okay, cool,
It's
cool. All
a
right, so
schedule, what's called a practice.
scrimmage.
Yeah, joint practice.
Okay,
They
gotcha.
coming, and they coming to North Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I was gonna ask because I know they got hard knocks this year, so they're gonna have cameras all over that, man. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I can't believe I
Yep.
can't believe they agreed to come to North Carolina.
Well, I mean, that mean
Well, I
we'll be
mean,
on
y'all
hard
got
knocks,
Bryce
though.
too. Y'all got Bryce
Right,
too.
Yeah,
right.
So I mean, the media is all over that shit, right? Aaron Rodgers up there, Bryce Young with y'all, hard knocks. I mean, that's money, man. That's money all over that shit. Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wiley, what's going on, cool?
What up, Wiley?
We done pissed Wiley off talking about his
I got
Devo Samuel.
Uh,
See,
no,
I be trying to tell them, Red, they better hold on what they say now,
Yeah,
cause y'all
Wild.
gonna remember.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Wiley.
cause I hope all the comparisons and everything, boy. I hope it just
Pin
work
out.
out.
Hey, me too,
Yeah,
man. I
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
Debo Samuel in Carolina.
Yeah,
Wiley
man,
get the
that's a
mic right.
dog.
No, Wiley ain't got the mic right. He's still muted.
hey,
But
let me ask Swarm. Hey, Swarm, let me ask you a question, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Don't you think that the NFL thinks that they really think they can control injuries based on what you just said, right? With the whole cutting back and preseason, and then you let the guys play a couple rounds, which I don't know what Bryce Young can truly learn from playing a couple sets and then running off the field.
Right.
Don't
They
you
always
think?
did that, Twan.
So I know, but listen, no, they didn't always though. Just like when you
Yeah,
go back to '80s, right, early '90s football, right, Swam. Like you remember when
Mm-hmm.
like
that's different
Mm-hmm.
football
you remember
though,
when
Twan.
quarterbacks used to play. You remember? I know it was harder football. They hit harder, but
Yeah.
quarterbacks will play whole games in the preseason or whatever. I'm not saying you
Yeah.
got to do that now, but don't
Yeah.
you think now today's NFL actually thinks they can control injuries, and this is football. They think they can really, really control how many people get hurt, when they get hurt, or whatever. And it's just like, the powers that be, and most of the people that make these rules up, are analyst guys. Most of
So
the guys
that's what I was
never,
about to say.
most of the
That's
guys
what I was
never
about to
played the
say.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That's what I was
about
about to say.
money, Twan.
Yeah.
It's
They think
about
it's a
money,
formula.
point blank
They think it's a
across
formula to,
the
I know,
board.
but Kendall, let me finish. They think there's a formula to stopping injuries. There is no formula for that.
Yeah, I
No,
think based on the way you ask your
go
questions, I think, and we all know what a corporate meeting looks like, right?
Right.
So I think,
exactly.
like you said, the engineers, the tech and the analysts who come in there, I think they really believe that shit. That they feel like they can guarantee an owner and a GM and a coach that we by our analysis, this player can make 20 games and his risk of injury is 0 point. I think they do that shit, man. So yeah, they think they can take injury out by if they can get the league to say that you can't hit a quarterback below the knee, or you can't,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that's why all that shit is happening, man. But the
Yeah.
freak shit, man, the freak shit. Now to me, when when Tua got thrown to the ground, the hit itself wasn't that crazy looking, but he got up wobbly as a motherfucker, man.
Yeah.
The week before
So
that, he took a concussion and they put him in the
he
next week.
did, Jay. He did, and they should have had him out the game then.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with you, but to say that they all these things they putting in these rules in, I think in a lot of ways it's doing more. I don't know,
It's
man.
doing more damage.
Yeah, but Twan, I was about to say it before you said it, but I paused on it because guess what? If that was your son out there, if your son was that Hamlin dude, man, who went down last year, I ain't no way in the hell. And I know we talking this and we're fans and we watch this shit and we're passionate about it, but you got to separate. You ain't finna tell me as a dad, man, that you wouldn't feel some type of way about trying to take every measure possible to protect your
I
son,
was
man.
one, but what happened with Hamlin wasn't football. I mean, he went down
He
by
let his
himself.
own power.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was free. It was free. You
Like
know what I'm saying?
it'd have been a lot different if like he took this harsh hit and we like, damn, it's like somebody hit him, they almost killed him.
Yeah,
My man
yeah.
stood up and started walking back and just passed out.
But what I'm saying
But
is,
see,
I guarantee
He
you,
already
when
had
the
heart
attention
problems when he was on the
the
field.
attention that shit got on that night,
Yeah.
man, you better believe the league is doing
Man.
everything they can to research that
Hell
shit, man.
yeah.
yeah,
But
see,
that's
just
what
like y'all just
Swan,
talk
that's what
about.
I was saying in the beginning.
Hold on, Twan. Just like
You
y'all
can't
just talk
stop
about
somebody from having a
Hamlin.
fucking heart attack.
Hold on, Twan. Just
Yeah,
like you talking about Hamlin. Just like Teflon just said,
Yeah.
Mike Vick, when the big Tom Brady, what Red Swarm alluded to earlier,
Tua.
low hits at the knees, Tua, Andrew Luck, any of them big names go out.
yeah, man.
It hurts the bottom line
Yeah,
of these dudes' pockets. Those are the guys. Let's just be real about it.
yeah,
Those are the guys that change the rules.
yep,
I can change the rule. We as
yep.
fans can. You could have got any of these other motherfuckers, but when you heard that quarterback that
Yeah,
they
hey,
changed
look,
the rules for to be
eh,
the star,
go, motherfucking Arthur Blank, billionaire, pushing Mike Vick ass around on the sideline
pushing
in a
Michael around,
wheelchair.
that's
You know
his
what I'm saying?
quarterback.
That show you
That's his
right there.
money. That's his quarterback. The face of the
Yes, sir.
team.
Yeah,
When you damage to that quarterback, Twan alluded to the games being played in the 80s. Them
Yeah.
guys weren't making nowhere near the money they are today, Twan.
No,
You
sir.
got
No, sir.
Jalen Hurts just got paid 200 some odd million.
Yep.
Deshaun Watson got 200 some odd million
But they were
guaranteed
still
in one
available.
walk.
You know what I'm saying? All the
It
dudes
don't,
they
it
had,
don't,
they
it
were
don't.
still available.
I'm not shelling out that type of money
So you
when
saying when you give somebody more money, then you give everybody else a more watered down game? That don't make sense.
it,
Twan, them motherfuckers was broke the fuck up
might
though,
not make
man. You
sense
think
Yeah.
to
about
you.
Kelly and all them quarterbacks, they was broke the fuck up, man.
Look.
Yeah,
Them motherfuckers
might not
can
make
hardly
Saying,
sense
walk
look,
to you.
today.
if Tampa's like, look, I'm gonna pay Kendall $30 million a year, so therefore I'm gonna hold Kendall back. I don't want Kendall hitting this hard. I don't want him doing this. And I mean, then you holding Kendall back. Now we getting a watered down Kendall because you're trying to spare him or whatever. When there's some shit y'all
It
can't
might make
control, they can't control injury.
Twan. What's the salary cap, y'all? What's the salary cap coming into the new year, Jay? What's
I'm
the
looking
sal?
up.
What is it gonna be? How much money is it?
Gotta ask the Oracle that.
Whatever okay, you got one player taking up what? Damn near
Third, fourth of
50%.
that shit, hell yeah. Yeah.
That's the quarterback.
50%. A third is the quarterback.
Whose
Do
fault
you
is
I think it's
that?
like
think? Come on, man.
120
That
million, 124 million every
yeah,
year.
that's self-explanatory,
Whose
y'all.
fault is
I
that
got one
though?
player taking up a third to a half of the budget of the budget.
Why would you
Do
do
you
that?
think I want to have him? But One, that's what the
Why would you
game and the
have
market dictate. We done said that.
Yeah, they got it fucked up, man. They got
it's
it
fucked
fucked
up,
up.
bro. Listen. They
They
got the
did it.
game. They got the game, so the highest paid player is obviously the quarterback. And some quarterbacks don't need to get paid the money that they get. They
They
just
damn
don't.
sure don't.
They're not even the
Yeah.
best players on their team.
Daniel Jones, look at that shit, man. Daniel Jones, his best year can be directly traced to Saquon. But Saquon can't fucking get $12 million a year.
This man got to get a
He got
fucking
let.
a
He got
mill.
11 though, Red.
Talk to
He
him,
got
son.
let. He
Yeah,
got 11
No,
on
that's
today,
what
but he only
incentives.
got 1 year.
Kendall, that's what incentives. He gotta meet all these
But
incentives to get that money.
but
that's why I was getting ready to say, you
Kendall,
still got my mouth. Yeah,
what I'm saying is they motherfucking hand Daniel Jones $40 million.
yeah. But he's the
He ain't
quarterback
shit
though,
without
Red.
Saquon.
He's the quarterback. He's the quarterback. They knew they had to get Saquon. Saquon been
That's
injured,
some
just like we talking
bullshit.
about our wide receiver injury. So, just like Twan just said, they put all these incentives into Saquon. He got to play so many games. He got to be a available player. He got to. It's a bunch. I don't even want to read his motherfucking
Yeah, man, that
contract
shit was crazy
because
when I
it's got
saw that, man.
so much shit in that motherfucker for him to get that $11 million this year.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Saquon has been hurt. They just protecting their investment.
Yeah.
Is what
I
they
think
doing.
in there, Kendall, they say he got to play quarterback 4 games.
Yeah.
He might. He might. He might have to.
Come on
Just
now.
like,
Come on now.
it's
Come
like,
on now.
I mean, Wiley. It's the
While he's
read
back.
that motherfucker, Wiley. Go read that motherfucker, Wiley. Go read that motherfucker, Wiley. It's so many damn sections in that motherfucker that he got to meet. It don't make no
Hmm.
sense, bro.
It's
I
terrible.
don't blame him though.
Because he's been hurt.
Yeah, that dude is talking about injury prone. Goodness.
But he wanted to
That
play anyway, man. We all know that. You can see his passion, man. He
I
wanted
really
to
felt
play,
like,
man.
hey, Swarm.
yeah, but
I felt like that dude gave up. I felt like he was like, look, man, I'm not gonna keep fighting with these motherfuckers. I need a job. I got bills to pay. I'm gonna report to camp and take this bullshit ass.
Oh, I agree with you, Twan. I agree with you.
I just think
I
he
agree.
loved football.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Twan.
look, but not enough. Hey, but look, JSU. When you get to the NFL, bro, it's about that it's about your money.
It's about the
It's
future of your
about
Twan,
family,
your
man.
fucking money.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Twan, it'd been a Le'Veon
The
Bell type
love is
situation.
some
What else
part
was
of
he
it,
gonna do?
but
What else?
look,
What else was he gonna do, Twan? What
Yeah,
else
they
was he
fucked
gonna do?
right.
Le'Veon
That's what
up.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
He like, look, I can't go back and forth with these
Well,
motherfuckers.
hey,
no.
see, it's like this right here. And Cam Newton was a victim to this. Um, I say, who else did they get like that? It was a couple guys went out after free agent. If you don't release it, D Hop, just happened to D Hop. If you release these guys after
But
free
wasn't he
agency and
injured?
the drafts,
That goes back to
Yep.
your Saquon
people
argument. Wasn't
people
he
have
injured?
already who
Saquon.
was injured.
Oh, D Hop was. Yeah.
But it don't matter, Twan. What I'm saying is this: when you release a guy after free agency and after the draft, just like they did Cam, just like they did D-Hop, people already have their board. We
Yeah, you
already
heard
have
his
seen
value.
all. Yeah, you ain't heard their value. We already was already talking about our depth chart and everything else right there after minicamp, after the draft. So we already knew who damn near was gonna be on this 53-man roster. You
Yeah,
know, a little
no,
tweak here, a little tweak there, but we already knew. Now you got these guys that a team say, I'ma hold on, I'ma hold on. Okay, fuck it. I release him now and I eat that whatever $1 million, you know. But now his value is depleted, or people have already they saying, damn man, I already spent that money that I had allotted. I got DJ Chalk, or I got this guy, I got that guy. There ain't too many teams out there with money left and it fit the scheme of the player where they can utilize it. It takes your market and it shrinks it. They don't do you a service by releasing. They know what the fuck they're doing when they release you at that time.
Yep.
So
Trying to make you play their game.
there
yeah,
you go.
So look,
Hey,
go
mhm.
ahead, Wally.
Now Barkley, now he got his 11 this year. You can guarantee the Giants are looking for his replacement in the draft next year.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
based on his injury history and based
Oh
how
yeah.
much
Oh yeah,
money he
Wally.
won't,
Oh yeah. Oh
he'll
yeah.
be sitting out there next year trying to get a contract.
Yeah, they going
Yeah,
cheaper. They going with a young stud next year.
yeah.
Well, that look, he
They
might
gonna
not be no
why they
damn
did
Barkley
while
though.
it they double down. They gonna say, okay, is this guy gonna get hurt? We know that by the incentives and everything that's in the contract. Then they gonna say, is Jones? Do he need him? If Jones needs him, or the way Jones gonna look, if Jones look like a superstar, or Jones is competitive without a Saquon, or plug and play back, Saquon gone. Don't even worry about coming back next year. That's what's gonna dictate Saquon being a
That's a
giant
good
come
point.
next
That's a good point, Kendall. That's a
Or
good point.
he may get lucky. Say he get lucky, right? The guy they got now on the roster is not that good as backup, right? And he played majority of the season. He may get one more year of franchise, but
year.
they ain't gonna pay him no long term because he be going
And,
twenty
Wally,
No,
you
no, no,
called
no,
it
seven.
no.
right.
You won't get
You
no,
called it right.
no,
That's all
no,
conditional shit. But you're right. The writing
yeah.
already on the wall for him.
It's all
They looking to
there you go,
replace
Swan.
him.
They signed what they did this year, they signed $11 million insurance policy. That's
Yep.
all they did. Wrote $11 million insurance policy
Good
with all
point.
them damn
Hell yeah.
incentives to that motherfucker and said, well, you know, if this don't go down, if that go down, if this play
Yep.
right, fuck him next year.
Well said. Yep.
Man,
Don't you
I
worry
want
about
these
Yep, yep.
I'm a player's player, man. You know, like
Yeah.
I always find myself on the side of defending players, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's just
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Yeah.
When it
And,
comes
and,
to
and, and that's true.
yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
I listen to you
I
talk,
don't like
Twan, and
yeah,
you
I
do.
hear a lot
You
of
do.
you know that about me. Yeah. Like when I hear a lot of times when I hear arguments with people, man, when it comes to shit like this, it sounds like damn near like the fans are defending the fucking owners. They got this new TV deal coming now, right? That's gonna bring all this damn money, you know what I'm saying, to come in or whatever. Like the owners, they fucking pockets is getting fat.
And they gonna
You know what
go
I'm saying?
overseas, bro.
You got to
Yeah,
spread that money.
I
I
got you.
mean, everybody
The
can't get
money, the
20 million
money
a
ain't
year.
been spread. So look, people can say what they want. I
Good
know when
point,
I
Jay.
say what I'm going to say, people gonna say, well, fuck it, they're just gonna bring in backups or whatever. But all I'm gonna say is this: I hope, and I'm telling you, Swarm, I hope these damn running backs get together, get with whoever they need from their players association, and I hope them motherfuckers strike. I
Okay,
hope
so
they, I,
Twan, since
I
you a
hope they
player,
strike, bro.
since you a player lover, did you appreciate
Might have to,
CMC
Twan.
getting that money that he was getting? Like,
Who?
was you okay with CMC getting a contract that he did for
I
what
wasn't
for?
mad at it because I thought it was gonna be like I thought when he got that
so
money,
That's
so
I
the
thought
thing.
you can't tell me that every fucking running back in the league was like, oh shit, we about to come up.
Hell yeah, they
Nah,
He
they
was
felt
the
only
the.
paid,
face.
they only
He was the
paid they
face.
only
hold
He was
paid
the
him because
face
he
for
was
the
the
hold
running
poster
on,
back.
child.
He was the face
let
for
me
the
get
running
Twan.
back.
And the other
Come
thing,
on, come
Let
on,
me
y'all
get
know
Twan.
better than that.
let me
Let
I
me
just
get
had to
Twan.
ask.
Let
let
Man,
me
me get
finish
Twan.
let me
Let me
finish one
get Twan.
second though.
Let
Because
me
That's
finish
a
this
load of
shit.
shit.
he's for the player.
Not a
He's
dead of
he's the
Hey,
people
bullshit.
Kendall,
champ.
let me finish my
He's the
statement.
people champ. He's the
Your
man of the
statement
people.
over. Your statement
Hold
over
on, let
after
me
you said
finish
that.
my
God damn it.
statement. Let me finish
You
my
know
Cut
what I'm
that
statement.
saying?
shit right off.
No,
Got
you
that.
already finished, huh?
You Ben Crump or some
This is
damn
how
body.
y'all
You the
do,
man of the
man.
people.
Look, let
You
me
know what I'm saying?
finish
You be
my
alright.
No,
statement.
fuck that shit,
You ain't
Twan.
finishing.
Listen what you just said. Listen what
All
you
right, then
just
I ain't
said,
listening
Twan.
then.
We
Shit.
sitting
In,
here.
in,
We
in the
sitting here.
goddamn statement
Then
right
I ain't
there.
listening.
Yeah.
Then I
In the
ain't
I'm
damn
gonna
listening.
sit
statement,
there and
Twan.
call you
You
being
sitting
crunk.
here
Then my ass ain't listening.
with all that
I ain't
bullshit
listening.
you got going on, Twan.
Know
Talking
what
you
Kendall
for the
I'm talking
people and
about?
damn thing. Right? Look, you sitting
This
here
nigga just
and
saying
we sitting
anything
here.
now.
Somebody saying something?
We sitting here around
I
here.
don't
We
recognize
had
this.
Jack Thompson contract holding us hostage. We had Christian McCaffrey contract holding us
You
hostage.
got
That's not the
And you
DJs.
player's
talk
fault.
about
You
yeah,
heard that's the player's
and you
Taylor
fault.
talk
Moton.
about
That ain't the player's
no,
fault.
You said you're a player
but
lover though, Twan.
the reason why
I
we
am.
couldn't sit right here and grow this motherfucking franchise, there is a damn thing. I just
But
asked
see,
Jay
I'm
Issue
going.
about the
See,
salary cap.
Kendall going
There's
in a
a thing
whole
called
nother
salary
direction than
cap.
I was going in. He going in a
There's some
whole
shit
nother.
called
He
salary cap.
hijacked my topic
That,
and went a
and then
whole
there's
nother
another
direction.
thing,
He's
and then
on
there's
your
another thing called
ass.
the Players
Cause
Association.
he's
The Players
cause he's
Association
louder.
voted
He's
on
on
the
my
shit.
ass.
They
He's
they
on
voted
your
no. They
ass.
voted on the shit those one. But you sitting there talking about I'm so
No,
sorry
bro.
for another
No,
millionaire.
no, no, no,
The
no, no.
player is
It's
still a millionaire,
hey
Twan.
Swarm, tell him Swarm. It's just like with that situation. It's like
Swan, you better stay out of that
they
shit.
get them 10 topics, right? And they say, look, y'all can only change about 6 or 7 of these
You know I
motherfuckers.
ain't fucking
It's
with
gonna
that,
go
Q.
your way. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like
Don't
all
follow that
10
nigga up.
changes. It's not all 10 it's not all 10
Don't
changes
follow that
gonna
nigga
happen.
up. He gonna get your ass shot by a Q bullet. Don't do it. Try to
They
tell
talking
you.
about he's so sorry for the players.
See, man,
Come on,
that's what I'm
man.
talking about, bro. You know, you gotta let a motherfucker get his point out before you can actually debate.
Now we heard you out, but it's
I
like
wasn't finished.
them
I
same
wasn't
niggas kept
fucking
us in
finished.
Cap
Well,
Hill.
we went ahead and finished the shit for you. It's okay. We get where you're
That's
going.
cute. That's cute. That's cute.
It is. It is. It come with a
Well, I
That's
pink
hope
cute.
they
slipper
get
with
that
it
shit
too.
That's
together
cute.
because I don't
You
want
gonna
to see
finish
no
my
You
fucking
just said
NFL
it,
you gonna
Dan.
fighting
finish
though,
my
man.
statement for me.
These motherfuckers
You gonna
kept us
finish
in cap hell, and they wasn't even playing.
Wasn't
but
even
listen,
They
playing.
check this
wasn't
out.
even playing.
Even if,
Motherfuckers was hurt.
even if you disagree with me, why can't you hear me out?
No, go ahead.
Uh,
Finish it.
Go ahead, finish it.
Twan,
Finish
you
it.
Twan, if
got
the
Finish it.
1
NFL
minute
goes,
to get this shit
Hold
off,
on,
and
Red.
I
Let him
mean
go ahead,
one
Twan.
good goddamn
Take
minute.
okay,
your
I don't do that
my
shit.
bad,
motherfucking
I
point.
don't do
my
that
bad,
shit.
You
my
don't.
bad.
I don't
Now
put
you
time
good.
on
You
it.
One
good, third
fucking
cousin.
minute. I don't give a damn what you don't put on. 1 fucking minute to get that
I
shit
don't
off.
need it. I don't
Take
need it.
your point.
Fuck that. That's some dumb shit. You gonna give me a time
Don't
fucking
pout
limit?
now. Don't
All
Bro,
pout now.
give
right
me
You
a
then.
said
time
what
limit.
you
All
Oh,
right.
said.
that was his
You
minute.
want to say it? You don't want to say it then?
Yeah,
Fuck it.
everybody in time limit. Every time somebody
And
talks to you, you got 1
don't
minute.
spare me, motherfucker.
Fuck that stupid shit, man. I
Oh,
can't
you
get
be
my
all right.
point out,
You
but I
be all
sit
right.
here and I stay quiet and
Man,
listen
you
to every
you be all
motherfucker
right,
here
man.
talk. But you're gonna tell me I got a minute. Fuck that shit, bro.
I'll say you got 1 minute, 10 minutes, 10 seconds. I don't give a fuck.
You can have it. Clearly you don't fucking care. So look, I'm gonna sit my ass over here and be quiet like the little motherfucker y'all
No,
want me
you
to
ain't.
be.
No, you
And
ain't.
You can't
Stop
do it.
playing like
then
a
You
I'll
can't
man.
shut your fucking mouth to
practice the
save
shit.
your
No, you
black
ain't.
ass.
I ain't
You
gonna
No,
say
you
can't
ain't.
that.
do it.
No,
Hey,
you
You
ain't.
y'all
couldn't
know what?
you couldn't
Y'all
shut
know
your
what I
fucking
love?
mouth to save your
No,
ass.
Somebody
you
else out
Y'all
here
know what
giving
I
out
love to hear?
dissertations and
I
shit.
love to hear when Twan, when y'all fuck around and get Twan pissed off.
Fuck
Twan
y'all,
say,
man.
"Fuck y'all, motherfuckers."
No, you ain't.
When
Y'all
that
niggas
talk
simple.
talk, he all good. Then you cut him off one time.
Right.
Y'all don't let me talk. Y'all need to let me talk. I
Yeah.
listen to your
Fuck
black ass
y'all.
for a whole 30 minutes.
Jay should say this shit 1,000 times yesterday. You don't keep cutting me off. But he was right. He was right. Damn, bro.
Nigga, he said
What are
you
you gonna
kept
tell
cutting
me
him
I
off.
got
The
a
fuck
minute?
you mean?
What the fuck is this Jeopardy? You gonna tell me I got a fucking minute? You can play
Man,
that
Nigga.
y'all,
shit
I
when I
hope
talk
I
that
time,
hope
man.
the NFL don't go on
I
strike
like
though, boy.
how you come on here and tell
Yeah,
me how to
he
depict
wanna strike.
our show.
Yeah,
You
he
sit your
wanna
black
What we
strike.
ass
He
gonna
back.
do?
wanna strike.
What the fuck we
He
gonna
wanna
do
strike.
for enjoyment if the NFL go on
Hey,
strike? Boy, the strip
hey,
clubs is gonna be making money.
Red.
Yeah,
Hey, Red.
yeah.
Red, you from the South, ain't you, Red? You from the
Yeah,
South.
bro. Yes,
Born and
sir. Yes,
bred. You
sir.
born and bred.
Yes, sir.
I'm born and bred
Yes,
from
sir.
the South. See, Twan
Yes,
on
sir.
that Union up north shit. He want to strike. He want to strike.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he want to
Grandson,
use.
so
how
let
would
me
you
run
He want
feel
my
if
point
I
to that.
come into your
I
house
don't
and
know
open
about
up
no
your
fucking
refrigerator
football.
door and I
Yeah.
start eating shit out your fucking refrigerator? How would you feel?
And tell
Yeah,
you
what you
mind
gonna
your
do?
damn business.
We ain't gonna do that, cuz. We ain't gonna do that.
This
We ain't gonna
nigga
do
in my
that.
refrigerator, and he done opened up my door, and he cooking my steak out the goddamn freezer. What type of shit is
Yeah.
this?
You know
That's a nigga
why?
trying to
You
get
know why I'm
shot
doing
right
that shit? Because nigga, you ate at my house last week, and I let you do whatever the
there.
fuck you wanted to do.
You right. You right.
Nigga living off the
Twan, I
fast.
ain't
Here we
got no
go.
dog. I ain't got no doggone in that now. Cause you let me speak on your show too now. So I'm just laughing and having fun. But Twan, you funny as hell to me
I let
when you say, "Hey,
whoever
fuck y'all
come over
niggas,
there
man."
and speak as much as they fucking want.
Yeah, excuse our family, cuz he
Yeah,
Hey,
Twan got
he
Red
just
mad
getting it
as
Swan.
hell,
off.
boy.
It wouldn't be a day if we don't get on Twan ass over here, cause it's just fun. It's just fun, goddammit.
That's
Y'all
a good
niggas like to
brother,
wait till I
man.
get to the meat and potatoes of my argument and be, oh,
You said, hurry
Look,
up, motherfucker. 1 minute.
you done said enough. You done said enough. Fan, what fan
that
That shit was
want
that wasn't even the
football to
meat and
strike?
funny.
potatoes.
What fan want football to strike?
Twan said he had put the pan on the damn stove. Y'all done cut him off.
So if Kendall was saying that, look, y'all come from a southern perspective, then it's just like, fuck your northern Yankee perspective. We cutting that shit off.
No, but Twan, you know that shit was funny when Q said that, though. You know that shit was funny.
Yeah, nigga, I'm not serious about this shit, man. I mean, I'm just playing along.
But
Ain't that us serious?
Twan,
We just be having fun though.
I asked you a question though, Twan. Serious question. What football fan want football to strike?
Hell no. Niggas be
For them to get
riding.
their money, I want them to, man. I want them to get their money. I'm with the been done dirty, man. The league, the NFL is doing these running backs dirty as hell, bro. What
Hold
position
on
do
a second.
do this with?
Oh, hold on, Wally
Ah,
about to get his
come
ass. Get his ass,
on.
Wally. Get his ass, Wally.
Wally said, I can't hold it no more.
Twan, come
Wally,
on, bruh.
pressure,
It's dirty,
pressure, bust a
man.
pipe.
Bro, listen, if you've been playing running back your whole fucking life and now they gonna change some rules on your ass,
Tell him, Wally.
that's just dirty.
Wait, Twan didn't get the
In some
potatoes and meat
cases,
Nah,
off
running
yet.
backs are just as important as fucking receivers. The reason why, hey, look, and I'm ending with this. The reason why Chris McCaffrey got that damn money that he got, because he ran and caught passes.
No, because he was white and he's the only white running back to ever do that, and we didn't have shit else.
That
Yep.
might have something to
That
do with it, but the motherfucker could do
Let's
yeah,
be
both.
real.
that's the
He was
true
the poster
statement.
child of all running
He could
backs,
do both things though.
and he's a unicorn. So let's be real.
So pay the
He's
rest
He
of
the
is,
these
he
guys.
is a bad
So
motherfucker.
listen,
I
I'm
know
not
Yeah,
y'all
saying
he
saying
is
it with
bad, but
Christian.
He's a
I know
I'm
bad
not
y'all
boy.
saying
throwing
give
Christian
them.
in
I'm
Carolina,
not
and I
saying
can't
give
argue
them
with
no
that because
money,
he was
but
y'all
I'm
boy.
saying if a
But I'm
dude can
just
run
telling
the
you,
ball
watching
and
him,
he nice
that's
and
oh
a
he can
bad
shit.
still catch
We
motherfucker
watching
right
two
there,
passes.
man.
TVs.
Yeah, that's a
I'm just
bad
saying,
Mhm.
listen,
motherfucker right
if the
there.
dude is nice at running
Yeah.
back, I don't care who these guys are, and they can catch passes out the backfield, they doing two jobs out there. Chris McCaffrey went for 1,000 and 1,000. Man, he got more motherfucking receivers yards than most of our motherfucking wide receivers did. So, I mean, I think he kind of deserved the money. If you're a running back that's a dual threat like that, then your money got to come up. Y'all asking me to do more shit, and y'all want to pay me like a bitch.
Hey, but
Well,
this is a question I got for
Yeah,
Wiley,
like
y'all.
you the running back. God
what
damn.
point did you have, Wiley? What point did you have, Wiley?
Running backs run,
Hey,
catch, and block now, man.
Twan wasn't done. Hold on. Go ahead, Twan.
yeah.
Hold on, go ahead, Wiley.
Hey, Twan, I understand what you're saying, but guess what?
Oh shit,
It's
I
like
ain't see
any
you
it's
close
like
your
any
mic.
market. It's like any market, Twan.
Y'all still talking about this
Th-
market shit.
No, Twan.
But y'all not talking about who's setting the market. These
But
Let-
here,
owners.
Twan.
Go ahead, Wally. We trying to
As
understand where you
Twan
coming
ain't
from.
done, man.
as the market changes,
Fuck you, Jace.
things change. That means money goes. Money
There you
money
go.
used to be.
There you go. There you go.
For example, we used to have what we rode on horses. Now we're driving cars. Ain't nobody saying those poor horses. Those poor horses. Nobody saying that shit.
You
Roll
better
We
your
tell
boat.
her,
riding fucking
Wally.
Yeah,
cars
yeah,
now.
yeah. You right, Wiley. You right,
No, no, no,
Wiley.
It
no,
You
no, no,
right.
no,
it
no. Fuck that
changed.
Ain't
shit.
Every
nobody
Wally,
talking
position
about
no,
had
that
a
no,
no
strike,
more.
though.
Yeah,
no, no, no,
It
no.
yeah.
No,
changed.
Wally.
Paul,
Twan
Wally,
you
ain't
no,
go
like that.
for
Wally, you
horses,
don't get to do that dumb
motherfucker
shit. Make
quarterbacks,
a
and,
number for my
Oh,
and the
reference.
wide
Don't be talking
receiver
about no
taking
fucking
over for the
horses and
damn
cars, man.
running back. Hey man,
it was a
we
great
got
analogy,
Cody Lack.
Twan.
We
No,
got
make it
Cody
like a
Lack for
football analogy.
C3, man.
What's going on, Cody?
Hey,
Yeah,
Cody,
yeah.
that's over
What
with,
it do,
Twan.
fam?
What's good? What's good? Hey, first off, fuck the Falcons every day that ends with a Y.
Cody,
You
what's
already
up?
know what's up.
Motherfucker?
Fuck the
What's up,
Falcons
my
every day that ends with a
Atlanta
Y.
boy?
And so real quick, a couple things.
You gonna let me
Torn
say
keeps
it?
on simping for these running backs for no reason, man.
Ain't it?
Like
Ain't
it,
it?
the,
Ain't it?
the market dictates the value that you're worth, man. There's
Who
no
says the market,
conspiracy.
Cody?
There is no
I keep arguing
conspiracy
with you about this shit.
against running backs in the
Who's
NFL. Number two, Christian
everybody's afraid to
McCaffrey.
say who
No,
sets the
hold up,
market?
Torn,
They
man.
don't
Let
want
me
to
get
say
off,
that
man.
word. They
No,
Let
don't want to
Let
number
say
two,
Dennis
who
talk.
number
owns
two.
it.
Let Dennis
Twan,
talk. Let Dennis
nah,
talk
man,
about it.
look, look, man,
Twan is getting his get
Cole,
back. He said y'all cut him off way too much.
bro, look, man.
he
Let
want his potatoes.
I just joined the shit, man. I'm trying to get my points off, man.
Cody say,
Look,
don't
look,
shoot me.
and then number three, bro. I don't care if McCaffrey was black, white, blue, green, or brown. That motherfucker was overpaid the moment that we signed him to that
Thank you.
long-term extension,
Yes,
bro.
sir. That's
Cody,
what
guess
fucked
The
us
what?
up.
moment that we signed him, bro. And you know
Cody,
why?
guess what, Cody?
The only reason we did that shit, we lost Cam Newton, Luke Kuechly, and Greg Olson all
Mm-hmm.
in one fucking year. There
Cody,
was
I got to
no
tell you
way
something.
that the Panthers were gonna let Christian McCaffrey enter that season being mad that he didn't get paid. That was the
Cody,
only reason why we paid his ass that much.
I got to tell you something.
I thought y'all said y'all
I'm,
could
I'm,
find
I'm
him a
glad
dime a
y'all
dozen.
traded that motherfucker because the thought of him, Bryce Young having him, that ain't nothing nice right there, man.
Oh, hey,
I'm glad y'all
I would
traded
have
that
loved
motherfucker.
that to happen, but the fact of the matter, him and DJ Moore, us trading them,
Oh
got
yeah,
us.
yeah,
Yeah, we
But
had to.
yeah.
The
Ain't
offense
no
was
Mm-hmm.
going through
question.
them.
I mean,
That got
hindsight
us
is
the
always
quarterback. That
2020,
got
but
us
I'm
the
just saying,
quarterback though,
yeah,
Red.
yeah, yeah,
If we
yeah.
didn't do it, we wouldn't have got the quarterback because we wouldn't have had no motherfucking draft capital to move up.
And I
Hey,
agree with y'all, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying
hey,
hindsight is always 2020. But I'm just saying,
hey,
to
Q,
think
put it
about
on
it,
that
that's a
MDJ
hell of a
comment.
motherfucking combination right there,
You
man.
say what?
no, it is.
Hey,
Hey, I
put it
wish I
on.
would have
Hey,
seen Bryce Young
yeah.
with DJ Moore.
That nigga said
But
turn the
hey, it is
amplifier
what it
back on.
is.
Mike Torn, they not hearing
Turn the amplifier back on. Yeah, I don't know what kind of damn headset this nigga got, but Lord have
Man,
you.
mercy.
I
He
need
told me to
that
That
go
bitch
get my
motherfucker.
powerful.
super. He told me to go get my super headset to cut all this shit out.
Oh God.
Don't make me
That
pull out
damn
that Sony 1000
Please
next
don't.
time.
Oh my
that nigga
goodness.
got that damn
Hey,
McDonald headset over there, boy. Welcome, can I take your
Man.
order? Take your order.
Man, fuck all this
bro,
shit y'all talking about.
bro, that shit's hilarious, man. By the way,
Yeah, but
there ain't about to be no strike at the running back position. It's not about to be, man. The only way the NFL is
Cody,
ever
why
gonna
you keep
pay
dissing
more,
these dudes, man?
and we're not dissing them, Twan. You're not understanding the market that they're in. They are not as valuable as you want them to
Hey,
be,
Cody.
as you say that
Cody,
they
hey, Cody.
are.
Hey, Cody.
preach.
Hey, Cody. We love each other,
Hey,
so I can joke with you like this. What a motherfucker, we ain't in the wheelchair market no damn more.
Oh,
I mean, I'm number one in the wheelchair market. I don't
You
know what
got
the
to get
fuck you
over that
talking
shit on
about,
your
dog.
chest, right?
I'm out here number one. I got the Cadillac of motherfucking wheelchairs, so don't come at me like that, bro. And number two,
But what if that shit
and
starts
number
to get
two,
devalued?
and
Twan
What
number
if that shit
two,
starts
disrespectful.
to get devalued?
Cody said
Get
they
his
never
ass,
look,
stopped
Cody.
him.
and yo,
Cody
straight
said they
up,
never
number
stopped him
two,
from eating that stuff.
hey man, look, number two, hey, it doesn't matter if I'm in some sort of, if the owners are holding me back from getting my money, that's one thing. But that's not even what this is about, Twan. You you can I've told this to you
The
what
owners are
500 fucking
definitely holding
times,
them
bro.
back from getting their
You can
money.
and tell it. Go
find
ahead.
running
Go
backs.
ahead.
You can find running backs that are undrafted that can end up doing the same type of shit
That's
that the
bullshit.
highest paid running backs can.
No, no.
It's just the
Hey,
truth, man.
what I say with
But
this,
but
and
Cody,
hey,
I
look,
do think at some point that argument
that
falls short
backup
when you
running
talking
back
about a
is
Josh Jacobs,
yeah.
when you talking about a Josh Jacobs, when you talking about a Saquon.
Well,
This year is
It took
they
yeah.
niggas
Jacobs
is
a
on the
few
shoot up
years to
boys,
get to where
man.
he
Twelve,
at
but
though.
yeah,
He
I know.
didn't
Hey,
start
look,
like
Twelve,
that.
Well,
Now
let me.
we already talked about generational talent, though, Twelve. Those
that
are
backup
generational
running back
talent
is
type guys.
a
So
motherfucking
Yeah,
turnover
yeah,
waiting
no,
to
yeah,
happen,
no,
bro.
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
He ain't talking about that.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's
yeah.
generational talent type guys. You don't find
I
them
get
guys
what
to
Cody's
take.
saying, and I know that's where
Yeah,
he's coming from. You know what I mean? You don't have to pay a guy $14 million a year. You know, you
No.
can
yeah.
get and listen, I would be one of the first to say You could take a motherfucking Tyler Algier out of the 5th round and still get a grand out of him, man.
That's what I'm
If you
saying.
do it right,
That's what I'm saying. That's what he's saying. We done seen it.
yeah,
They
No,
doing it.
man, that's
They
The
doing
another
it.
only way,
way.
and I said this the other day, the only way the running backs are going to get paid more is if the pipeline coming out of college starts to slow to a drip.
dries up.
Then
Say it
that's when they
again.
up the
Say
value.
it again. Say
Then
it
that's when they
again.
up the value because right now it's all about scarcity, man. There is a surplus of running backs that can do the same job for a much cheaper amount than a Saquon Barkley
Yeah.
or a
The
Derrick Henry
CMC.
or a Christian McCaffrey or Josh Jacobs or whoever the hell you want to name, man.
I disagree.
And
Because
I just
even
hate to
Cody,
see it, man.
to
I hate
ride
to
the
see
back
it,
of
man.
what you're saying,
I
y'all
disagree.
see at one time a running back couldn't really catch that good. Them boys that worked on their
Right.
craft, and you got
That's
to
what I
be,
just
you got
said.
to,
They got
you
to
got
get
to
the
be
money
able
Oh,
up
to catch.
now.
Good point.
You
Good
got to
point.
go in
okay.
there
They
and
had to
stop
Well, you
evolve.
want to
clock
pay them
and,
less,
work to the
less
clock.
money for
They
doing
had to
more shit?
evolve.
I
Hey, look.
mean,
But
Let me
no,
ask
Yeah.
you one.
Twan,
Because
Yeah.
this
That
I
is
mean,
what
man
the
I,
take his
I
market
see what
medicine
you're
dictated
today.
saying,
them to
Twan.
have.
God damn,
I
what's
see
wrong
what
yeah, he
you're
with you,
can't
saying,
get
boy?
can't
Twan.
get
What's
shit
wrong
off.
with you?
That's why the
let me
market
Lord have
dictated them to
listen.
have
mercy.
to
Here you
do
go
though,
again with that.
Twan.
Twan, who took
Listen,
your food today?
listen.
Huh?
Swarm. Swarm.
Let's
Hey,
make
I
Swarm.
this
mean,
all
yeah,
about Twan. Hold on, hold on. Twan, go
yeah.
ahead. You have the flow, sir. Let's make it all about you. Come on, go ahead. Tell
Thank
us
you.
where you want.
We're gonna
Thank you,
we're
sir.
gonna give you 5 minutes so you and stop crying. Go
God
ahead now.
damn.
Five,
No,
That
unlimited.
fucker pop.
Unlimited.
minutes.
Go
Hey,
Twan
ahead.
don't
Go
listen.
like
ahead. Let
Twan
him
don't
talk.
like
I
the
don't,
minutes.
I
Let
don't
him
need
let
all
him
my
Minutes.
talk.
We're
time,
gonna give
sir.
you
I don't need
5
all my
minutes.
time. Hey,
Go
Swarm.
ahead.
Yo, bro.
Swarm.
See?
Yo, bro.
Now you
If
don't want to.
if
Now you gonna pull red form into it.
according to Cody's logic, then y'all look. Why did the
Oh,
Falcons?
fuck
I,
no. We
I'm,
ain't get this nigga
See what
shit.
he
I'm
doing? He getting
uninterrupted
ready
No,
right
to
now,
say.
right? I'm
no,
uninterrupted
no,
right now, right?
no,
Hey,
no,
can
no,
you
no.
please put
Hold
this
no.
Windows mute button, please?
When you first came on, you said, "Oh, y'all been a Falcon fan, this and that." Why the first person you
Now he
called
harping
Red
on the Falcon
Form?
fan.
I know he finna
Yeah.
throw me under the bus.
He
He
did.
finna throw
He
me
Oh
No,
under
did
the
hell
mercy.
even.
bus.
no.
Uh oh.
Hey, y'all niggas crazy. I
Uh
ain't even
oh.
finished.
Oh
I ain't
dirty
even
bastard.
finished. You don't know what I'm about.
Kendall,
Damn.
I know Kendall, I know he
Oh
finna
have
throw me
mercy.
under the bus. I already
No,
know
I'm not.
Kendall.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That's
I'm
your
not gonna.
ass.
Hey, look, Swarm. I promise you, I'm not.
Gasoline
Swarm.
draws.
According to Cody's logic, then why did the Falcons go out? Since you know you could get him anywhere, why did y'all go get your boy Bajan in the first round?
Because they're
Because the
Why
dumb.
didn't y'all
Falcons
say?
Because they're
dumb as
stupid.
hell.
Why
The
didn't y'all say,
Falcons
look?
Hey,
dumb as hell.
Because
What
they
else
I'm,
you
a-
stupid.
think?
I'm
yeah,
asking him.
yeah,
I ain't asking
yeah,
y'all ass. I'm asking
yeah.
him. Why did
Well,
y'all
you
go
know,
get a
Uh
running
oh.
back?
I mean, Cody just said it because we dumb as hell, man. That's the
Yep.
only reason why. That's the only reason why we took. That's the
God,
only
Bro,
red
reason
he
why
swarm.
agreed with me,
Red
yo.
we took
swarm.
a
You don't let
generational
them boy.
talent.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'm
You
done.
don't
Hey,
let
Greg
them boys
Woods,
push you into that
you
red
gonna let
swarm.
Cody
Oh
convince you
no
that
no
your
no
team
no
made a
no
dumb move
no.
when
Now
y'all
Red
You
when
grown.
gotta
y'all
He's a
know
you
smart
got
man.
when y'all
you
know
Yeah,
gotta
that's a
Red know
recognize.
what's
hey
up.
Yeah,
Red
cuz
You
a
know
gotta
smart
what's up.
man.
that's
Yeah,
running
Red
back
know
That's a
what's up.
damn
motherfucking
you
shame.
draft,
gotta
and you knew
recognize
that.
real comedy when you hear it on the stage, man. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
have
So
Yeah,
mercy.
cuz a smart man, man. Go ahead,
hell
cuz.
yeah. But I'll tell you why, Twan.
That
This
was
is
not
this
no
is
dumb
what
move.
my thought process is on a generational talent at any position. You get him in the first round in the year that he's available, so you get the 5th-year option on him. That's
There
why.
you go.
exactly.
They don't have to
Yeah.
worry about paying him. They don't have to worry about paying
Exactly.
Bijan 15, $20 million until he
These are
proves
7 years.
himself in those 5 years.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
then they can just draft another one and
No,
like
no.
franchise
What?
tag him for
You
one
must not been
According to
If,
fran-
if
Cody,
it
you
comes
must
to
franchise
not
that,
been
tag him
listening to
for
Uh,
what
one
if
year.
it comes to that,
according to
Cody,
Cody, y'all
if
Twan.
could
it
have just
comes to
went to the
that,
XFL and got a running back,
You
and then
you
y'all
you
if
would have
it
must
just
you
comes to
must
split.
have
that,
not
Cody,
been listening, Twan. You must not been listening to what every Falcon fan has said since they come on here. They
I
said they
don't
gonna
listen to
run
the
the
Falcons.
shit out of that boy right there for 7 years, and they ain't
yo,
gonna
you
pay him
supposed to.
nothing.
You
Mm-hmm.
supposed to.
They
You
already
supposed
We ran,
to.
said that.
we ran the shit out of
So
Christian
you
McCaffrey.
But hey,
you
but
can't.
Swarm,
But
I
we
told
paid him though. We paid him.
Swarm,
yeah, we paid him.
Yeah.
Swarm,
Yeah.
I told you a couple months ago that y'all are doing the same shit that the Panthers are already done. Y'all are gonna run Bijan into the ground around, the offense is going to run through him, and then he's about to get hurt, and y'all game plan is going to go out the window.
And
Now
Cody, I
knows.
told you then,
Now
and I will
Cody
tell
knows
you
what y'all
again.
gonna
I
run on
disagree
offense
with
now.
you because we have a three-headed running back in the backfield. They're not but trust and believe.
Boy, look, call the roll.
If B. John picks up the pace, and he's at that clip, why wouldn't you run him? But my point is, why would you run a running back in the ground and just make him ineffective by letting him be spelled when you when you have a Tyler Algier who can come in and take some of those totes, man? Why
Because you
would you do that?
drafted him with the 8th overall
No,
pick.
no, 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 no,
You're
no,
not
no.
going to draft a player
Let
with
me
the
ask you
8th
this.
overall
Let me
pick and
ask
not
you
have
this.
the rushing
Let
attack
me
go
ask you
through
this.
him.
Let me tell you something. This is the difference in doing what you want to do and doing what you have to do. They didn't have to draft Bijan, but they chose to do it. They had a rookie drafted in
That's
the
how that
fifth
works.
round. They had a rookie drafted in the fifth round in Arthur Smith's scheme, running scheme, third in the NFL, who rushed for over 1,000 yards. They could have reloaded and went back with that shit again. So he
Right,
doubled
that's
down on
but
the run
no,
game.
you made my point, Swarm. You
He
literally
doubled
just
down
made
on the
my
run.
point.
No, no, no. You said they're going to run Bijan in the ground. So
Right,
by that
right, but
argument,
that's
why
what
would
I'm
you
saying.
kick Tyler Algier to the curb? They're not going to do
No,
that.
no,
They got
this
two
is
other.
what I'm saying to you.
No, he said they
The
got two
fact, like
other
they
running
could
backs.
have
They ain't
gone.
gotta run him into the ground.
No,
That's
listen,
what
they
I
could have
said.
gone.
That's
No,
what I
they could
said,
have gone with
Twan.
multiple different running backs and done just what you just said and run it back with Algier and another guy maybe later on. But instead, they drafted the big dog with the 8th overall pick. I don't care
So
what
Cody,
you,
so Cody,
they're
let me
gonna
tell you,
run that offense through Robinson.
let me tell you what the respect I have for you as a football fan and somebody who knows his shit. You can't bullshit me with bullshit. Like you like to say,
But
you
I
ain't
know
fixing to piss
bullshit.
on my. No, hold on. You ain't gonna piss on my head and tell me it's raining. Now, if you
Well,
want
damn
to
right.
relegate Bijan
I
Robinson
mean,
to
it's
being
raining out
merely a
here.
running back, then maybe I'll listen to the shit that you're talking. But he is so much more than that, and he's not just Christian
Yes, Walt.
McCaffrey either.
That's my
He's not
point,
just Christian
though.
McCaffrey either. He's
That's
not
my
just Christian
point.
McCaffrey
You gotta
either.
take him for your team,
Swarm,
Swamp.
every time you say something, you're making my point. If Bijan is like that, look, in fantasy football, he's already one of the top drafted overall players. Because
And he's gonna win.
everybody and their mama knows that they about to feed Bijan all the time. That's about
Cody,
to be
Yeah, and I agree with
play
you, and
that.
that's why he's gonna win Rookie of the Year. But on your premise,
nah, it's about to be
on your
Bryce.
premise, well, you can believe that if you want to, but on
Oh,
the
I
base
will.
of your premise, on the base of your premise is where I disagree with you at, and that is that they're gonna run him in the ground. They might run and pass him in the ground, but they're not just gonna run him in the ground.
I would
I mean,
hope
maybe
not.
not
Not in
this year,
his
but wait,
Wow, that's
wait
a
till it
his
adds
difference.
up.
rookie year.
We could say the same about CMC. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he
yeah.
went for a
And what
thousand
I would say
thousand.
is, the guy who just said CMC and Bryce is a much more terrifying option than Bryce and Sanders. The guy who just said that is the issue of the money. So when it became necessary to pay CMC, the Panthers did the economical thing, which is what Goat started talking about at the beginning of this chat, which was the smart teams know when to let the move on from these players. That's what
Let him
Kendall
go.
talked about earlier.
Let
So
him
I'm
go.
I'm saying that they made an economic decision, man, and guarantee you that the Falcons will, if Terry Fontenot is still the GM, then they'll do the same thing. They got rid of Matt Ryan, the best quarterback we ever had. So to say that they're incapable of making a smart fiscal decision, I disagree with. No one's more beloved than Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, and they got rid of their asses because it was time.
Oh,
Yeah, but
man,
It was
that's
we got
true
time.
for everybody. Like
we got
anytime you want to move on before you, like you would rather move on too early before move on too late.
Yes,
And
But
that's
and
what
that's
a
that's
what
what
lot
I'm
y'all
of
do.
saying.
times, I mean, let's take the fanboy out of it, Cody. A lot of times we move on too late. We don't get
Oh,
nothing for the
100%. Oh,
time.
I would never argue that. Go, I would never. That's straight up.
we
But
moved
that's
on.
why.
Yeah.
That's why I feel so comfortable saying that shit to Swarm
Yeah,
because
you
we've
sound
been
like
through this
you
shit.
sound like it's just a little bit of envy though, Kobe. I'm gonna be frank with
But
you. I
Swarm,
hear
how is
just
it
a
envy?
little bit of envy.
Swarm, I told you that the Falcons are a year behind the Panthers in every way.
And
Y'all
we
got to
had that
say y'all.
debate. And
Bro,
we had that
y'all
debate.
about to fire the coach in the middle of the year. Then
Yep.
y'all about to be searching for the quarterback and hiring the head coach at the same time next offseason, just like the Panthers were this offseason. Y'all are
Cody,
1 year
Cody,
behind us.
Cody,
Why would I
Cody,
envy that?
Cody, please split that lottery with me for those winning tickets, those winning numbers that you have. But I forgive me if I say that I disagree with you. I just don't believe in what you foresee for the future. But
All right, hey,
my point is this.
we're
My
gonna
point
find
is this.
out.
My point is this, Cody. My point is this. Just like when we had this discussion before, I said you, and to your surprise, I had a very similar take, and I said y'all are a year behind us because y'all just and listen. You're on a new coaching regime, correct?
That's some funny shit right there.
You're on a
I
new
gotta say
coaching
that.
regime.
Y'all don't have to use me, Red. You know how I feel about that. You know how I feel
Yeah,
about that. Y'all don't have
yeah.
you don't
Go,
have
go. I know how you feel about that, and I told you I don't totally disagree with you about going back in the draft based on the condition that Desmond doesn't pan out. But there are other aspects of it that y'all are a year behind us on. You have a new regime. You have a new coaching regime. Totally. We did that a couple of years ago when we replaced Dan Quinn and went with Arthur Smith. So y'all are behind us in that sense. Not talking about what might occur in the future.
Oh,
How
wait
we
a minute,
might get rid
Swarm.
of a coach.
Because
How we
Arthur
may get
Smith
rid of a
ass
coach
is
that's
on the
gone
hot
ahead.
seat right now.
No, he's not. No, he's
and
not.
Yeah,
No,
he
he's
Hello.
is.
not.
y'all
No, he's not.
Swarm is
No,
in
he's
arguing
not.
wolf.
No,
yo.
Y'all
he's not.
arguing
Swarm is in
wolf.
denial.
Y'all
No, he's
arguing
not.
Swarm
I'm
is in
not in
wolf.
denial.
denial.
Swarm.
Y'all arguing wolf all the
Swarm.
You're
time.
telling me,
If I
cousin.
don't
You're
tell you
telling me.
if I don't tell you
Y'all
anything
arguing wolf
else,
all the time
with
Yeah.
about that shit.
the way that y'all schedule is favorable in y'all area, if he
Yes.
come out and he don't win games this year, you can bet your sweet ass he out that door this year.
In the
Hey,
NFC
hey,
Yep.
hey,
South.
hey, 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 Q. Let me
What's up?
listen to this. Let me tell you something. Let me, and please let me slow down and let me take the temperature down so
Y'all
you
in the
can hear me
now.
clearly.
Y'all in the
Hear me
now.
clearly. No,
Nah, we
go
turned
hear me
up,
clearly
Swarm.
when I say this. You said if. I ain't gonna do the worms have machine guns, but this is what I would say. If he doesn't have a winning season, I want him gone. But my
Yeah.
point is, this is my point though. I expect him to have a winning season. I don't expect him to have a losing season. I expect him to have a winning season because what I saw him do the past two seasons with shit. So I expect him to have a winning season now that he has a defense and he has premier players at every offensive skill position, and he has the number 7 offensive line in the NFL. I expect it. Not that I'm hoping for, not if he fails. See, y'all telling me what's gonna happen if he has a losing season. So let me agree with you. If he has a losing season, I want him fired and gone. But he ain't gonna have one. We're gonna have a winning decision. We will win this division.
So Red
Bet your ass on that.
is your head coach on the hot seat or not? I feel like
He
you
is not on the hot seat.
okay.
He is not on
Oh,
the hot
okay.
But
seat.
how
So
Not
he's
does
in
not
that
on the
work?
hot
Atlanta.
You
seat.
just
Not
said
in
he's going to be
Atlanta.
fired. You
Not
just
in
said,
Atlanta.
Swarm.
He
You
Well,
is not.
just
clearly he
said,
on the hot seat if he
I
don't
did
win.
not
That's
say
that's
that,
why
but
Cody.
hey Cody, that's why I asked him.
I did not
Swarm.
say that, Cody.
You
Again,
just
y'all didn't
said
listen
that
to
if
me.
y'all have a losing season,
You want him
you
gone.
want him fired. If that's not the hot seat, then
Let
what
me try it
is?
again. Let me try it again.
Okay, go
Try it
ahead.
again. Let me try it again. Hear me good on this, Jessu. And Cody, if you can, if you're willing to, I want you to hear me too. I said
I'll
if
see
he
about it.
has a I said if he has a losing season, I want him fired.
Yeah.
Okay?
So
Now, what I
I'll
said
be
is
damned.
my expectation. I said my expectation. So guess what? I work a 40-hour work week. My expectation is at the end of that work week, I better have a motherfucking paycheck next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
I would
Yeah.
hope so.
Okay.
If they don't, we gonna have a problem. That's the
Yeah.
if. But
Yeah.
my expectation is I did the work. You better have my motherfucking money.
Yeah.
That's my
Uh-huh.
expectation.
But
So what I'm
that's a
saying is,
one-sided look at it. Swarm, because you telling me that good season or bad season, your coach is not on the hot seat at all. Is what you telling me?
so what I'm telling you is to that
Well,
question,
why
and
don't
that
go
is
ahead,
the
go ahead, go
question
ahead.
that was posed. That is the question that was posed. Is he on the hot seat? I said not in Atlanta. He ain't.
That's what I just said. So good
So
season
I
or
answered
bad
it.
season, he has no worries.
good season or bad season, every NFL coach has worries.
No.
No,
That's
you
not what
dancing
I asked
for
you.
him.
That's not what
Dancing.
I asked you.
Come on
That
now.
ain't
Don't
Good
dancing.
dance.
Red,
That
season
ain't
Don't
dancing.
or
dance.
Red.
bad
Don't dance
All
season
right,
for him.
If
all
you
right,
don't
all right.
answer
does
these damn
Let me
questions,
JSU.
Don't dance.
Let me dispel with all the little, like you say,
Hey,
with
Kendall and Q, I'll
dancing
be right
around the
back, man.
pussy, dancing
all right.
around
All
it,
right.
dancing around
I'm
it,
working
and
from the
trying to
house
be
today. I'll be
slick.
right back.
I'll answer it again, and y'all ain't gonna push me off of it. How about that this time? He is not on the hot seat in Atlanta.
Okay.
Period.
All right.
Period.
Okay.
Period.
What that mean in Atlanta?
I'm gonna pray for
That
you,
means
Swan.
that
I'm gonna pray for you,
outside,
bro. You need it.
y'all believe that he is. But I
Okay,
would ask
okay,
you,
okay,
what evidence do you have other than your opinion of that?
Oh, he done started that Mad
okay.
Mike shit. Who told you that?
damn.
I'm
He
just
done
saying.
start.
What
He done
evidence do you
start that
have?
shit up.
You know what? You know what, Red?
What evidence do you
um,
have, JSU? What evidence do you have outside of your opinion?
You right, Red. I'm on your side because I feel the same way about Rule, but they got his ass out of there.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Yeah,
And y'all
whether you
wanted him
want to or
gone.
not.
I
And
didn't feel
y'all
like he
wanted
was
him
gonna get
gone.
fired, but they fired
I
his
thought
ass.
How
Matt
many
Rule
games?
I
was
do
the
How many
that.
best
games?
I
coach
do that.
ever.
I do that.
How many
See,
games did Rule
Swarm. The
win?
thing,
How many
you know,
games did Rule win? And how many years did y'all have him? 3 years?
Swarm. The thing is, like, you think that we're just being some
Two and a
mean ass
half.
Panther fans
Two and a
trying to
half.
go
Okay.
at the Falcons? We're trying to put you on game and tell you what's up, so that way you know what to expect, bro.
It
Of
won't be a
course,
And
that's what
surprise
you're
if you
doing,
that's
listen.
really
Cody.
what it is.
I don't think that, Cody. I know that. Of course, that's what you're supposed to do. But my
But you
point
know
is,
what, Cody? You know what I
as a
learned about
fan
them
of my
Falcons?
team, yeah.
What, that they're
You, you,
delusional?
you, you know,
Oh, we've been
God
there.
damn it, J issue. But Cody,
That.
these niggas got the hardest set of heads I ever seen, and they don't believe sugar sweet till the sugar come bite them in the ass.
I know it, man. I'm just trying to
Swarm,
tell him
Swarm,
what's up.
hey, Swarm. Swarm, them boys say, man, hey, you moving the goalpost, and they say that chair hot is a motherfucker that damn y'all
Yeah,
coach sitting in.
everybody
Oh
says
damn
So,
that.
Smith. That
eventually
chair
we
hot,
come
bro.
back to this. Eventually we come back to this, Kendall. Eventually, this what we come back to. The games are made to be played on the field, not in Vegas. So
That's true.
that's what I say. You can go out there and put all your money down and see how it turn out, but you won't know what your ticket is worth until the motherfucking final whistle blow. So we'll
Well,
see. We'll
I'm gonna
see.
tell you
We'll
like
see
this,
this season. We'll see
cause
this
I
season.
got 20/20 vision, and I can look into the future.
All right then.
So
Because
if y'all
well,
have a winning season, Arthur Smith ain't got no worries. But
Okay.
the
no,
minute
he
y'all
don't.
go
Want to.
under 500,
Yeah.
that's his ass. And I
Now
don't give a
go.
damn what
Now
language you put that shit in.
Q. Let me ask you a question.
Eh? Eh?
So, cause y'all fired a coach mid-season. Arthur Blank
And we'll
hasn't done
do it
that.
again. Frank
Yeah,
Reich bring his black ass up in here and he don't win. I'll toss that motherfucker out by his feet. I damn
And guess
sure
what?
will.
Guess what?
Head
Hey,
first.
but Swarm,
Your owner has shown that he has done that. My owner has not. So listen to what I'm
it's
telling
the
you
first
now.
time for everything, though, Swarm.
Yeah,
It's the
go.
first
But
time
listen
for
to me.
everything, though.
Listen to me. Some people have a particular way that they do things.
Hey,
So listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm telling you right now. You said the minute that he go below 500, you talking about at the end of 17 games, or you saying midway through the season?
Well, see, now you're being technical. Okay, let me put it crystal clear to you. If he don't win more than 7 punk ass games that he won last year, that's his ass.
Okay, so you just drew your line in the sand. You say 7 and 10 by the same standard, he's fired.
He
by the
is
same
fired.
standard.
So
Mediocrity again and
listen to
again
what
and
Red
again. Ain't
Swarm
nobody
say.
taking that.
Listen to what Red Swarm say. With this team that he has this year, I could no more disagree with what GOAT has stood on from the beginning, Kendall, when he says we going back in the draft for another quarterback. And I want a different quarterback. I want a top draft pick quarterback. That's what I want. But we will have Desmond Ridder again next year, and let me tell you why. Because Arthur Smith is going to win the NFC South with the team that he currently has this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Red.
Delusional head in the clouds. Y'all call it what
No,
you want to call it.
no, that's
But
cute.
I just told you my statement.
That's cute. But
He's
Red,
a
He
kid.
got hope.
Red,
Hey, that's
Red.
hope for suckers. It's
How
okay.
long? How long did Carolina have Matt Rule?
But this ain't Carolina.
No,
I
but
mean,
look,
y'all the
listen,
fucking
listen, listen, listen,
Panthers.
You
listen.
see
Li-
how
You
he
ain't,
don't want to
you ain't,
answer?
you ain't let
You
me
see how
cook.
he don't want to
I mean, y'all
answer?
the fucking Panthers.
You
Y'all
not let me
supposed to
cook.
lose.
Red,
Hey,
you
you
not
know,
let me
you bring
cook.
your
Lose.
ass in the Lions, then you know what
Red,
time it is today. We on your
Y'all the
ass.
Panthers. Y'all supposed
Red.
to lose. But
Let
go
me
ahead,
cook.
Casey. Yeah,
How long have y'all had Arthur Smith? And what year he going on?
he's going into his third season.
Okay, that's it. I mean, I'm
Okay,
looking at your record. Y'all
I
went seven.
told you,
Y'all
it's the
went seven.
same
gotcha,
Y'all went
shit.
7-10 to back to back
gotcha.
years.
So
Well,
you
well,
want to draw
Y'all
comparisons?
hopefully,
You want
hopefully,
to
Big
draw
Wolf can come and
No, it,
comparisons.
save you.
You want to draw comparisons
no,
to
it,
Ain't
Matt
no
Rule,
saving.
basically
I'm
with the
just saying.
Panthers.
he said,
Hopefully,
don't
Big
say
You
it.
Wolf
draw
Hey,
can come and
comparisons to
save you,
Matt
I'm
bruh,
just
because
Matt
saying.
Fool.
you,
You
you
want to
in
draw
quicksand right
comparisons to
now.
They
Matt
damn near
Fool.
look identical.
get started,
all of the pieces are in front
before
of
you
your
get
face
started,
for
hold
why
on.
y'all
I'm
are a
pulling it up
year
It's
right
like
now.
this.
behind
I'm
us.
pulling it up
Oh,
right now.
but hold up, y'all, hold up. It's like this right here. See, our owner made a statement. He told our coach, even though he handpicked him, and he said all this stuff about. I mean, he couldn't. He just taught. That was his guy.
Magnificent shit
That was the
about him.
first guy. That was the first person he handpicked when he became an owner. And he told him, he made a statement. He said, "Go get you a rock star OC." And that hard head motherfucker didn't do what? He didn't go get the OC he told him to get, and he came back with old bullshit ass losing record again. He got rid of him.
Okay.
He had to. He
Okay.
had no other choice. If Arthur
Y'all,
Smith
y'all.
give Arthur Blank another 7-10 again, he gone, Red.
Yeah.
I see somebody threw that bird seed out.
Let's see.
La
I
la
see
la
you.
la la
I see you
bamba.
put
La la
bird seed
la
all
la
around the
Hey,
bamba.
Oh,
house.
here
hey,
come the beans and the
La
rice.
la
I want
la
to give
la
y'all,
la
Yes,
I
bamba.
want to
sir.
give
Q, you
y'all,
better
La
be
la
I
ready.
la
want to give y'all,
la bamba.
I want to
Who
give
put all
y'all
who put
one
all the
very
bird seed out?
interesting. I want to
La la
give
la
y'all one
la
very
la bamba.
interesting.
Wiley said he had to light him one
Interesting.
up.
I want to
I
give y'all
know.
one very
Big.
Hold
different.
on, son. Hold on, son. Hold on. Your reinforcements is here.
La
Like
la
I ain't gonna
la
sit
la
here.
bamba.
Oh shit.
This bean and rice eat motherfucker right here.
La 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 bamba.
My
Hey, Wolf.
dog.
Hey, Wolf.
What's going
Hey,
on,
Wolf.
Wolf?
Let me ask you a question, Wolf. Let me
Who
ask you
Mike
a
is
Yeah.
question.
that?
Is the
Mm-hmm.
summer over? Is the
Oh,
summer over?
no, the summer's still going. The summer's still going. I'm on vacation still. But
Okay, okay, okay.
Swarm is missing
Three,
a lot of the
four,
story.
five,
He's not
six,
Nah,
playing.
Context.
seven,
He's missing
Yeah,
a
yeah.
lot of
He
the
missed the
story.
context.
Red needed a
Right.
backup, so
nine,
he texts you. He
Right.
ain't
10,
slick.
No. He's
11,
missing a lot of story. As Swarm, the
11,
story
12,
is
5,
this,
1,
right?
2,
They're correct. Tep picked Bryce Young. That was his guy.
3, 4,
So did Arthur Blank. Arthur Blank
5,
picked
and
Desmond
11.
Ritter. He picked him. He picked him. He picked
Yep,
him
pick them all.
February 10th. He picked him February 10th, 2023, because he said we're gonna go with the young man. That's what he
Yep,
said.
he
That's not
sure
my
did.
Hmm.
okay. Now he picked him. Here's another guy that picked him. The GM. He picked said in a story. You can look it up. Said Desmond Ritter is gonna be our guy moving forward. Next
Yep,
thing you know, he got crowned by the coach. So
synonymous across the
here's
board.
here's here's why Arthur Smith won't get fired, because that's the he's going to use if he has a mediocre season. See,
Yep,
it goes from the top up. It doesn't go from what your owner said first in February before the draft.
yep,
He crowned Desmond before the draft and before free agency. This is the
yeah,
reason why the free moves that the Falcons made was on the defensive side of the ball, not on the offensive side of the ball, because when you look at the offensive ball, they're very, very young. They're very, very young. And what they did was they brought on some veteran players on the offensive side of the and coach Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and on and so forth and so forth. Now,
yep,
when you have the two running backs, here's the problem, Cody. I would rather get a dynamic running back that can line up anywhere on the offense. So Bijan can go outside, inside. He could play anywhere dynamic and not have to worry about paying them for about 5 to 6 years. Now, Tyler, again, 5 to 6 years, you don't got to worry about your backfield. So you could have 31 running backs going on strike. The two that I know definitely is not going on strike is
That's
Tyler
right.
Algier and B. John
That's right.
Robinson. So
They don't
you
pay their
point,
bills.
you can point to all the, you can point to every single thing. The problem is it's the story. Listen to the story. You're able to put the puzzle together. Arthur Smith is on a hot seat for people like myself that say, hey, listen, if you look at the schedule, hey, you got a chance. But then there's a lie. There's a lie in the NFC South that I have said over and over again, but nobody seems to. There's a lie here. If the Panthers were crowned a month ago, and then a month ago before that, the same, and then the Bucks players said, hey, we're going to win the division. Falcons say we're going to win the division. There's a fucking lie here. I don't know where the lie is,
There's a lie.
but there's a lie here. Right.
Somebody
So,
lying.
so if you look at it, yeah, the schedule, well, Arthur should be 12-5 or 11-6 or however you look at it, because you look at the schedule. The first thing I said when I came in here last time was our linebackers better be ready, because they're going to get some of the greater running backs in the beginning of the season, and they're going to be tested. Now, I talked to Q. Everybody thinks the Green Bay game is going to be a given. Jordan Love's been simmering and been cooking for about 5. You don't think that man wants to prove that he's an NFL quarterback?
I told you, Wolf. I believe that fella gonna show his ass.
Right. So now, me and Q again, we're talking, and I said, I said, if Desmond Ridder is gonna give me a Kirk Cousins career, I'm okay with that. There's levels to the quarterback position.
Hey, do y'all need feedback?
Yeah,
Hell
it's
yeah.
popping every once in a
Oh,
while.
I keep hearing something popping.
Bro.
You need a Marcus Mariota. You need him.
Stopping us.
Probably, because I'm here. But listen, and that's the problem, right? You need somebody like a Kirk Cousins who listen, he's a gamer. I told you, I said, yo, dog, he's a gamer. Now, if Bryce gives you that type of thing, then great for the next 10 years. Here's the problem with the Panthers.
Well, you said if Bryce give us what now?
If Bryce give y'all Kirk Cousins type of career, great.
Oh, hell
That's
no.
a failure.
Oh, hell no. Oh,
Wait,
that's a failure.
okay.
That's a failure.
Okay.
That's a failure.
But remember,
I will not accept that.
Okay, no problem. But I'm saying is, if I'm measuring the 3 quarterbacks that I seen, I didn't see no more than 3 quarterbacks. Seen 3 quarterbacks on that show. Seen 3 quarterbacks. And Kirk Cousins, damn, bro. I mean, you got to give it to the guy getting drafted in the 6th round.
Out of all the quarterbacks we face, y'all telling us who y'all not going to accept.
Okay,
that sounds crazy.
That's fine. But what I'm saying is, when I seen the quarter, I'm talking about the Netflix show. I'm not talking about the 31 other quarterbacks.
Cannell said that if we had a Kirk Cousins, that would be a failure. How the fuck is that a failure?
I don't think that's a failure either.
Young, you ain't listening. If Bryce Young has a
Kirk Cousins is a top 10 quarterback right now.
Yes, he is.
Cousins ain't won shit.
Right, and that's the problem.
I'm giving up too much for Bryce Young to come in here and give me Kirk Cousins.
So not everybody is able to win in the NFL.
Okay, Kendall, when Panthers? Okay, when other Panthers winning their first Super Bowl with Bryce Young?
He better do it in the next couple of years. Listening to go.
3 years.
Wiley got it already mapped out.
Okay,
4 to 5.
Okay, okay.
4 to 5.
Sounds silly.
Okay,
4 to 5. You better be taking me there.
Okay, 4 to 5. Okay, 4 to 5. Okay, 4 to 5. Now, if Bryce gives you, let's say, Justin Herbert numbers for the first 4 years, that 5th year, you don't think that contract is going to be crazy?
Yeah.
Be at least
okay, I'm just asking you, go.
$400 million contract.
Yeah.
Okay.
400. You're right. 400.
Okay.
But see, what I can't worry about that because that's inevitable. Because he was #1 pick overall.
Okay.
By the projections, he's supposed to do that, and they know they're gonna have to pay him.
Okay, but go. I agree with you because when I ask questions, I remember everything I asked you, my brother. I said Justin Herbert is the standard. Did I not? 4,000 yards. That's what I said. Okay, that's what I said.
Standard,
right? Okay.
Justin Herbert.
So Justin Herbert is the standard, right? So the first year, what did I say? I said it. There's nobody that said it before I did. I said that Bryce
Yeah,
is going to give you 20 and 7. Did I not? Did I
yeah,
not?
yeah.
Okay.
You
20 and
did,
7 with 4,000 yards. That's what I said. Right? Because I
and that's
kid
what
is
we've been going off of. That's what
okay.
we've been going off.
Okay, so if he doesn't get that, is it still a failure?
Nope, I didn't say that. That's
No,
bullshit.
Wally, I didn't say that to you. I didn't say that to you. I'm
Uh,
asking Go. I'm asking Go. I'm
Wally
asking
was
Go. Why
putting that.
you jumping in? This ain't even your fight right now. Don't worry about it. We get to you. Don't worry about it.
For what we said, though, maybe not the first year,
Okay.
Wolf. Maybe not the first year, but I got to see that from what I gave up for him.
Okay. So again, I also said in the same statement, I said, if Ritter gives me 8-10 with about 2,000 yards, 27, closer to 3,000, is that it for the kid?
But see, you ain't give up that for him. That's your point. You ain't give
Right.
up what I gave
I
up.
didn't give up anything, right? So
Exactly.
we didn't give up anything for him. So I understand where your side is, and I understand my side is. The problem is that you got the 3 wise men that crowned him. There's 3 wise men that crowned him. So if Arthur goes 7 and 10, I'm gonna be. I said it. I said, Lord, he needs to be. The problem is that's the excuse that they're gonna sell the fans. Hey, listen, he wasn't the guy. Look, I'm not dissing Desmond Ritter because I want to. I'm dissing Desmond Ritter for motivational purposes. I'm dissing him because I'm standing on the other side. Everybody already crowned him. I'm standing on the side that says, yo, listen, don't take your foot off the gas, kid, because this job is not guaranteed for you. I want him to succeed. The problem is that I'm dissing him because I don't want him to be comfortable. Because everybody's saying the run game, the run game, the run game, the run game. Yeah, I get it. But when you need a 3rd down and 15, when you need a 3rd down and 8, a 3rd and 9, a 3rd and 20, I want him to convert that play.
That's
So
quarterback. That's quarterback.
hey, y'all.
That ain't got nothing to do with the running back.
Right.
I got some breaking news, man. So according to NFL on CBS, Arthur Smith is on the hot seat.
That shit ain't no damn breaking
Look
news.
at
I
Wow.
told you that
What I'm
shit.
saying is,
Wow.
He don't fucking listen.
What I'm saying is, what the
Q.
fuck difference do it make?
Huh?
What the fuck
Q.
difference do it make?
He better get his black ass out there and win some motherfucking games, or you ain't gonna have to worry about his ass.
AQ, what did I say?
What the fuck difference do it make? I hear motherfuckers on here
Because
all
you
the
believed
time.
in him. That's the difference.
And I still believe in him. I told you what my expectation is.
That's
but I hear
bad.
motherfuckers out here all the time talking about David Tepper. Let me tell you something, man. You can get mad all the fuck you want to, and you ain't got to buy not now season ticket. If David Tepper wanted Matt Rule to still be here, that motherfucker will still be here.
He would.
You better believe that.
And we be standing outside Charlotte with the damn fire and the picket fence to
Yes,
burn that
Q
bitch
will.
down.
Yeah, Q will do that.
Be standing out there, and your black ass be standing out there, and David
It's
Tepper
okay.
still has security all around him.
It's okay. One of them motherfuckers gonna feel my wrath too.
Red.
No, they're not.
Red. I said this. I didn't just say this. I didn't just say that he was on a hot seat. He's been on the hot seat because the problem is, listen, when you have content creators that they try to analyze and they try to pick big words, they try to use big words to fool you. This is the problem. You can't put Arthur Smith in the same sentence as an Andy Reid or Bill Belichick. That's blasphemy.
No.
That's blasphemy.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Andy Reid on a Wolf. Andy Reid on a just said Andy ain't going no goddamn where.
Right.
He just
right.
said
He get ready to hang him up. He gonna hang him up when he get ready to hang him up.
That's blasphemy. That's a blasphemy statement. Listen. Your coach.
That's after the honor.
Your coach, Red Swarm. Your coach, my coach, is 2-2 in the playoffs.
That's
He's
right.
14-20 with a 70% winning percentage. 70%. I'm not talking about 79%. 70, which is like a 69, really. Okay?
Right.
That's what he is. When they use these words, these content creators, these sons of bitches that confuse the subscriber. They confuse the subscriber. These sons of bitches confuse the subscriber because why? Because I don't live in Atlanta. I live in the North and I talk different. And I'm a Spanish and I'm a Spic and I'm this and that and the third. That's fine. The problem is you're putting a lot of pressure on a guy. And again, Wake me up, Swarm. I'm gonna go to sleep right now. Wake me up when we host. Wake me up when we host 5 straight NFC Championship games. Wake me up. Wake me up.
I'm with you on
Your
that.
ass might be
Wake
asleep
me
for
the
a
fuck
while.
up.
I'm with
Wake
you on
me
that,
up.
Yeah.
Wolf.
Because these
You get ready to be ripped
consecrators,
down with
these
you. Get
consecrators
ready
be
to
I
be
really
ripped
hate
down
that
with
bullshitting.
motherfucker.
These
Yeah,
consecrators be bullshitting.
again. So they
Shit, we
asked me
finna
the
call him Snow
question.
White.
They
Yeah.
asked me
Yeah.
the question earlier
Hello.
That
if I
motherfucker
felt
gonna
like
be
he was on the
hibernating for
hot seat.
years.
So
Man,
this is I'm not searching. I'm not searching for
Coming out
me.
of that
I'm
cave.
not searching for mediocrity. I'm
Right.
not
Yeah.
searching. I'm not searching to have another 7-10 season. I
Right.
said if that shit happen again, to
Better get
me,
ready.
he can't
Better
get
get ready
past
for
7
that shit.
wins. I want the motherfucker gone.
That shit
Yeah.
I
coming.
He
want the
got to
motherfucker
go.
gone.
He got
Yeah.
to go. I
Listen.
ain't a Falcon fan or anything, but this is today's NFL Swarm. He got to
That's
go.
right.
If he can't give
It's
you no
about
more than
results.
7 wins, if he can't exactly, not for
Yeah.
long. That's what it stands for. If he
Yep.
can't give you a 500 season and 3 motherfucking licks at it, he got to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
problem
Come
is,
on.
listen, everybody talk about this process. Listen, I'm Spanish. I'm Puerto Rican. I don't eat processed food. I eat home cooked fucking meals. Okay? I need some home cooked meals. I need to go to the playoffs. I need to buy some merchandise, some more merchandise.
Yes, sir.
I need
Yes,
to be.
sir.
You cannot, and this is blasphemy. It's a blasphemy statement when you put Desmond Ritter in the same sentence as Matt Ryan. It's blasphemy.
Yeah.
It
That's
is
true.
Yeah.
blasphemy
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
mm,
because
That's
Matt
true.
Ryan,
Your
Yeah.
people
Matt
doing that
Ryan,
shit.
Matt Ryan.
Matt
yeah,
Ryan,
yeah, they
Matt
is.
Ryan done got us fresh. Matt Ryan
Yeah.
done had us popping bottles. Matt Ryan done gave us the connect. Matt Ryan done been on the block with us and sprayed motherfuckers on the block with you. Desmond Ritter is still in his grandma's house looking through the curtains talking about who fighting outside. He ain't
Ain't
been in
doing shit.
shit.
He ain't
House
did
nigga.
shit. Ain't
All
did
He
I
shit.
want.
ain't been in no scratch.
And
Yep.
Ain't off
Yep.
the
All,
porch
y'all
yet.
sitting here,
Yep.
y'all sitting here,
hey,
and y'all
Jace.
talking about Bryce Young sitting here with a Kirk Cousins career. I will not accept it. I
I
will
would.
not accept it.
I would go, and let me tell you
I
Jason.
why.
won't. I don't.
What's
Let me tell
happening?
you
Why?
why.
Where was
Why?
Kirk
Because
Cousins
Hey,
drafted at?
all I want for Christmas is to
Where
be
was
able to
It
Kirk
talk
don't
Cousins drafted
matter.
at?
uninterrupted. Like,
hold
look,
on, let Twan get his shit off. Go ahead, go ahead.
I'm tired of Twan whining. Twan, I'm tired of that whining.
What
look.
you say,
Tired of that
All I
Twan?
whining.
want, all I want for Christmas is to be able to talk uninterrupted like Wolf do. That's it.
Wolf is a
Man, Wolf
visitor.
just got on. He
Put
been
it in
on
the
here the whole
rotation.
show.
I'm a visitor. Put it in the rotation. Wrap my shit up. Hey, Wolf.
Oh
And
my goodness.
You
Kirk Cousins had
do
done good
Wolf
in
come
his
on
career.
here?
That
Do what?
motherfucker was drafted in the 4th
Wolf,
round.
what's your secret?
What's his secret? He shuts the fuck up. That's his secret. You don't shut the fuck up. So once you learn that, you can get all the damn time you want, motherfucker.
Hey, Wolf, what's your secret?
There's no,
That's
What I
all.
said
there's
That's
it
no
shit
all
in
I
secret,
want.
man.
Spanish?
Listen,
What I said it in
Hey,
look,
that's all
Spanish?
look.
I want for
You
Christmas.
need the shit. You need the shit in German?
Oh
Wolf,
God.
Wolf
He
ain't trying
shut
to
me the
strike
fuck up.
the NFL.
No,
Said it in
Wolf ain't trying
Spanish,
to
listen,
Q.
man.
strike the
Listen,
NFL.
man.
You must be
Wolf
Q
ain't
Spanish.
said
coming
it in
out like
Spanish.
Martin Luther King
Angliski
coming out the
shut
street.
the
Spanish
fuck up,
translation or
oh.
something like that, bro. Listen, go get myself some black and white bread.
Then Wolf
Ah,
ass.
damn.
Yeah.
Man, here go Twan. Oh
All
my
that damn
goodness.
crying, man. I ain't want to hear that shit.
Nah, but listen, look, it's true. Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
and
Italian pick
Swarm,
right up.
Twine. Not listen, Swarm and Twine and everybody that's on here. Listen, I know you guys are great NFL fans. I know you guys know your stuff. Listen, it's blasphemy to make certain analogies. It's just blasphemous to make certain analogies. I get that we all have ideas. We all trying to create content and stuff like that. But like when you put certain names together, it got to make sense. If you want to put Frank Wright's name with Super Bowls and stuff like that because they want it. I get it. You want to put him with Todd Bowles. That's a great
Yeah.
comparison. You want to put him with Mike Shanahan, the junior, not the senior. That's fine. Pete Carroll. That's another type of level of coaching. You know what I mean? Like Bryce Young. I get it. You want him to be more like Patrick, right? Because that's an
Yeah.
ascendant
You
quarterback.
damn
I
right.
understand that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Yeah.
I
But
want
right
to.
now,
Can I piggyback on what Wolf said? Because I agree with you, Wolf. I'm a Falcon fan.
We
yeah,
gonna
good.
Mike. We're gonna get Mike to come. Mike just join. We got to give Mike a chance.
It's just I'm
Mike, what's going
piggybacking.
on?
I agree with Wolf. I watched them. This is why I don't watch them.
Hello? Was that me?
Damn, the whole damn
No.
thing shut off.
Oh damn.
Guys,
It
I
didn't shut
read. I
off.
was listening to that shit last night. I was like, this nigga is supposed to. Ritter's gonna be Matt Ryan, or I was like, what the fuck is these niggas talking about?
Yeah, you know niggas talk crazy every now and then.
But that,
Can y'all hear me?
see,
Yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, we can hear you.
But see, Mike, the problem is this, right? When you get somebody with my energy, it's hard to shut me the fuck up. That's the problem. It's hard to shut me up, and it's
go.
you know why? And it's because I respect what Wiley does. I respect what Go does. I respect what Q does. Jay,
They're not
I respect
delusional. They're
right.
not delusional.
I'm not like listen. It's blasphemy, bro. It's
It really was.
blasphemy.
I couldn't even
It's
watch it anymore. Like I normally don't watch them niggas, but as soon as I heard that shit, I cut that shit off. I said, "He's Matt Ryan. Get the fuck out of here." I like these
I
niggas.
missed
They just
that
stand
show.
together
I
and
missed
talk
that
all
show.
types of bullshit. They don't be
But
talking. They don't be spit. And if you say anything rebuttal to them, it's we don't know our facts and we don't know our.
Oh
What
yeah,
kind of facts
yeah.
did you see that lets us know
Yeah.
Ritter's Matt Ryan? Because I didn't
but
see it.
listen, what they're banking on is what I'm telling you. What I'm banking on is what I'm telling you is because the excuse that Arthur's gonna use, and when I say Arthur, I mean both Arthurs and Terry. Listen, Mickey Loomis was a hell of a GM. Is a hell of a GM. The problem is the money ran out. You got to pay the credit card bill in New Orleans. You got to
Yes,
pay them,
sir.
right?
Yes,
That's the
sir.
problem.
Yeah.
They're not.
Well,
Listen,
who better than you, Loomis or Fontenot?
well, but
Fontenot.
Fontenot
But the
was
sample
wanted,
size is only
right?
1 year. It's only
Right.
1 year.
It's only 1 year, right?
So it's not a
Hey,
fair
Listen.
that's the
comparison.
same thing. So see the same thing every time they say this, and then sometimes y'all say it, sometimes we say it. We got the same shit going on over here.
Well,
And I
there
We
you
was
we
go.
we, we
There
knock
you
our
go.
guy that we just got Federer in here. Federer just got power last year.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
got fucking
Right.
Somewhat power.
And I
Right.
wanted to say, Red know damn well he was lying earlier. You know, goddamn well before you Google that nigga is getting the fuck up out of here if he can't win more than 7 games. I was saying, like, come on
It's
with that
it's
bullshit,
okay,
Red.
Michael. That's our cuz. He get a pass.
I like
Right.
you know that motherfucker gone.
Third
He got the
cousin.
And let me
easiest
Third
say
schedule in
cousin.
the
this.
Yes,
NFL. He
Cuz,
don't
sir.
win
cuz,
more than
And,
7
cuz
games.
talk crazy
and
sometimes.
Mike,
You know he do.
Hey Q.
Mike,
What's
hold
up,
on,
Hey
dog?
Q.
What's up?
Hey Q.
all of
Who
y'all.
said it
Let me
first?
tell y'all something,
Who
man.
said it first?
Wolf put it out there in the
Who said
atmosphere.
it
Yes,
first?
sir.
Who said it
No.
first?
But listen,
Wolf said this
Q.
3
I
weeks
said
Okay.
it
ago.
immediately as
That's
soon as I
Okay.
saw
fine.
the schedule. I said he gone.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with disagreeing with my boy,
Oh no. Oh
because
no.
I know how I derive my opinion and the way
Yeah,
I
you
see things.
you
The way that I see
fanboying,
it is
Red.
Yeah,
You
it's
the way I
okay.
see
fanboying.
it,
It's okay to fanboy.
the way that I no, I'm not fanboying. I see it much the same way that Bill Parcells used to talk.
You sounding
You
like them
know,
crazy
don't
Falcon
expect me.
podcasters. Opinion.
Oh damn.
No. If I sound crazy, it's Red Swan that I'm sounding crazy like. I don't sound like no other motherfucker. But listen, what I'm trying to say is that Bill Parcells would say, don't expect me to cook when somebody else does the shopping. So what I'm saying is, I'm not giving Arthur Smith a pass. That's not what I'm saying. Please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. But this is the first time that he legitimately has his own team. He and Terry Fontenot. Everything that happens in Atlanta this year, if it goes forward or if it does not, everything that
Same
now
shit
happens
we
in
got going
Atlanta
on.
is their
Same
shit.
shit.
It's
Yep.
their shit.
Same
It's
shit.
their shit now. Now that might be a 1 year. It might be a 1 year thing for him, and boom, his ass out of there. I've already said the way my take is. I ain't comparing him to nobody else. But if the motherfucker goes 7-10 again, I
He
want him
got to
gone.
go. He got to go before the last game. If you
That's
want to
what
be
I
real,
said.
this
I
schedule's
want him
too
gone.
favorable.
Don't listen and take part of what I said and then act like you didn't hear everything I said. I said, what is my expectation? I said, what is my expectation this year? Is double-digit wins and to win the NFC South. That's what I expect
This is
from the Falcons
the
this year.
if
That's
this
what I
team was even
expect
a
this
mid
year.
if this team was even a mid team, they should win 12 games. So there's just no excuse for anything less than 7. I mean anything less than 8, honestly.
Yeah. I see
Yeah.
at least 10.
There's
I
a
see it at a very minimum
there's
10.
a lie here. There's a
There's a
lie
lie,
here in
Wolf.
the NFC
And
South.
I
Somebody
There's a
lying.
lie.
God
I
damn
will
it.
go through the
Somebody
schedule.
lying.
I will go through the
Somebody
Somebody
fucking
schedule and
lying.
tell
somebody's
you.
It
lying.
ain't I.
I will go through. I will
Somebody's
go through the
lying.
schedule. I will
Hey,
go through the
hey,
schedule as I have done with Goat previously, with Kendall previously. I will
Yes,
go through the
yes,
schedule and
yes.
tell you where I see the 7, where I see
oh,
the
oh,
10
oh, oh,
wins
oh,
at.
oh, we gonna go through it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go through it. We
Yeah.
gonna go through it real good. Probably one Saturday after camp. We gonna
Yeah,
go through it. When that 53
Right.
man roster is put down,
yeah,
solid.
Yes,
Then
yeah,
sir.
you know where
Yes, sir.
this one here and there.
yeah,
It's game time.
Yes, sir.
It's
yeah,
game
yeah,
time.
Yes, sir.
yeah.
Yes,
And
sir.
mine
Listen.
is based
We
on
gonna go
player
Hey,
personnel,
then,
Q.
matchups,
Yo,
right
matchups.
now.
yo.
We got three Falcons on
Hey,
the platform. You know what I'm saying? We going through this because this is the first game. This is the first. We talking about the first game, right? We talking about week 1 right now.
Well, you
Yeah,
ain't gonna
You know what
find
I'm saying?
nobody else but Falcon fans, so you ain't got nothing to worry
So
about.
boom, let's get it. We gonna get it.
yeah, yeah,
We gonna
yeah.
A
get it.
damn Saints fan on life alert.
listen.
I'm trying to find these
Hey,
motherfuckers,
So,
man.
Y'all just make
but this
sure
we
y'all just
got to
make sure
get
hey,
through week
Swan
one
hey,
ass is
though.
back on
hey,
here.
Q. Hey,
Yeah,
Q.
Yo, yo.
Hey, Q. What did I say? What did I say? Right? I Q.
we'll break it
I'm
up.
saying
It's Robo Wolf.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
uh,
I can't
But
understand
Yeah,
this
nothing
it's
you're
Robo
saying, Doc.
Wolf.
yeah, this week 1 right here. But yo, man, everything got to come to an end. Mike, give me a last word though, Mike. Give me some last words.
I just wish y'all the best. This is one of my favorite podcasts. The Falcons fan podcast can take quite a bit of notes from y'all. They fucking garbage. I don't mind Wolf though. Wolf's alright. He keeps it real.
Yes,
Them other
sir.
niggas delusional as fuck, and I can't fuck with them. That's why I be fucking with the Panthers. And I'm out.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Appreciate you,
No
fam.
doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
applications in
How,
case
hey,
y'all want.
hey, 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 hey,
I
Red
ain't fucking with
Storm,
you. I ain't fucking with you that
how,
hard, nigga. I ain't fucking with you that hard.
holla at me, cousin Red. Holla at me.
So, hey man, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate the time on. I'm gonna my take is, and this is what I want y'all to hear, man, and hear me clearly on this. I hope that I'm, Twan and I talked about this earlier, man. Being a fan and really pulling for these players, man. I
Mm-hmm.
want for these guys to have a healthy and a safe training camp, man. I hate to see motherfuckers get injured during training camp, man. That's some depressing shit for the fan base, for the players, for their families, for everything. I hope these guys come through training camp well, man, and look forward to getting it on week 1 in Atlanta, baby.
No doubt. Wolf might come back up. No, I must have dropped. I don't see him on there. All right. Let's get to the guy. Let's get to him. Wiley.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Wiley, come on. Give me a little something to go out on there, brother.
Hey, man, it's another beautiful show. Hey, I showed up late, but I'm always here listening. Uh, some of y'all guys on some bullshit today, but it's all good. I ain't get the opportunity to jump in, but it's all good. Tomorrow, let me see, what tomorrow? Wednesday, right?
Get it
Get
Oh,
off
it
get
your
it
off
off
your
your
chest.
chest. You
chest.
know what time
I'll
it is.
be here to get it off my chest.
Let them
You
know.
already know what time it is. J issue.
We closing out.
Yes, sir.
All right, I ain't got much to say. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Make sure y'all keep tuning in and hit that like button. Subscribe.
Tell them about your channel, brother. Tell them about your
Oh
channel.
shit.
Subscribe to you.
I'm just trying to get my channel up to start posting and all that. Y'all can find my channel at J Issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. It's in the community. I posted it for him yesterday. So please show him some love and follow.
Yeah,
Yes,
go at the community and
There go Wolf.
get
my
J
There
my
issue.
go
bad.
Pop.
He got the issues of the day. He got them issues. Wolf.
Yo, yo, Q. What did I tell you?
Yeah.
If I'm a Tampa Bay fan, I'm still sticking my chest out, right?
Yes, sir.
They just won the Super Bowl. Where are they?
They getting the
Hey,
number one
hey,
pick over
Right,
there.
hey,
Better
right,
tell them.
right.
yeah,
So
trying to get it right.
Drake May or Caleb
Wolf,
right,
Williams.
and watch this.
Wolf, give me.
Go ahead, go grab it.
Oh, hey, Wolf, give me a closing. Give me a closing statement, there, brother.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is this, right? I understand everybody's doing their thing as far as content creation, but we gotta put things in perspective, right? If you're gonna compare it something, compare it to what's in the realm of comparisons.
Mhm.
If you're gonna compare Hulk Hogan to William Regal, it doesn't work out.
No, hell no.
You see what I'm
Hell
saying?
no.
Right. If you want to compare Hulk Hogan to Stone Cold Steve Austin, it makes more sense. Right?
Yeah.
If you want to compare Buster Douglas to Muhammad Ali, it don't make no sense.
Not even close.
Start making sense, people. Because when you put a Desmond Ritter in the same sentence as a Matt Ryan, we are blasphemous. We are using blasphemy.
Mm.
Matt Ryan went to war for this organization, our organization, not the Panther organization, because the Panthers have their own people that went to war for that organization. And when you go to war, I don't give you respect like that just because the Wolves is protecting the pups. No, the pups got to get out in the front yard too, and they got to start scrapping. That's all I'm
Got
gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna tell you this: the next live I go on, I'm gonna address everything and everybody because has to stop. The blasphemy will stop, and it's gonna stop this year.
you,
And I'm
you,
telling you this right now.
you gonna put a date on it? You gonna put a date on it right now? Right
Uh,
now, live right here on
Go
Black Cat Panther Podcast?
if I can go live on Friday or Thursday, I am going live on Friday or Thursday, and I'm gonna put it down. And it's gonna be one of
Yeah.
those things where it's gonna be legendary. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be a
Okay.
legendary
All
thing.
right.
Because guess
You heard
what?
it here first.
Because guess
You heard
what?
it here first.
I'm solidified out here. I'm solidified out here. I'm
You heard it here
solidified
first.
in life. I'm solidified as a wolf. And I'm solidified as a Falcon supporter. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the Atlanta Falcons. I'm a supporter. Get it right.
Y'all
It's your
heard
boy
it here
Wolf.
first. Falcons got beef. All
Oh,
right. Let me see. Twan Doc, 704 Charlotte bound.
Mm.
Give me some.
704 Charlotte bound, man. I got on my camouflage, bro. I'm ready to go around and make my rounds with these Atlanta Falcons fans. I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but I'm looking for every show that I can get on to make them rounds and tell them about these Panthers, about what we about to do this year. You can call me Simp Boy, Fanboy. I'll be that. I'm making my rounds, so I got to get ready for us and what we get ready to do for this season, man. Look, shout out to all the content creators, everybody there doing what they doing, man. But Twan is going to make his rounds. If you don't let me in the show, man, it's because you're scared. I'm one of the best to do what I do, man. So let me in and improve your show, man. Trust me, your shows, your ratings will go up. Look, man, Carolina Panthers this year, man, that's all I see is them wins. I mean, I got the tunnel vision. We're going to win it all, man. I'm done.
I heard that. I can't get him pulled up. Pop,
Good
you went
take.
out.
I got him.
Okay. All right, there it is. Hey, Pop. Well, no, he's still
Yeah,
out. He's still out.
Now he there.
There he is.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm here.
Hey, give me something, Pop. Give me something, Pop.
Hey, make sure y'all come to the Spartanburg PNP meet and greet. We will be there. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to miss it. It's gonna be lit. Some of your favorite podcasters and media influencers of the Carolina Panthers will be there. Black Cat Panther Podcast will be in the building representing. Okay, come out there. I told you, we're gonna be shaking hands, drinking beer, slapping ass, and kissing babies. Come out there and holler at us one time. If you did not know, if you could put it up for me, Q, we will be having our meet and greet on the lake. Yes, sir, on the lake in Charlotte, North Carolina. All is invited. Cats, dogs, rabbits, and hogs, frogs, whatever. If you support us, we are rocking with you. Free drinks, free food, free entertainment. All you got to do is bring your ass. We're not asking anything from you but to show up and show love. If you want to reserve your spot, go to Black Cat Panther Podcast at gmail.com. Please put your YouTube name and your real name so we know who we dealing with. And that way we can send you the address. It is going down on the Saturday and the Sunday, the weekend of the Cowboys game. It's gonna be lit. You ain't gonna wanna miss it. I'm telling you. You might see midgets up in that jump. You never know.
What?
Come come through. Don't
Okay.
be a square. Everybody should be there. Keep pounding.
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
No doubt. Q, talk to me.
Man, look, it's always a good fellowship when brother get together, man. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Pop said it so well. Subscribe to all the channels up under the umbrella as well. Panthers Germany, J Issue, NCAA Station 88, and Mud Egg Outlaws. Show that love.
Hey man, I think everybody said I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put a little check on everything. We got the meet and greet, Cowboy weekend, Cowboys versus the Panthers, the meet and greet going down. Basically, it's the party gonna be on Saturday, meet and greet style. Then Sunday, backyard tailgate. You don't have to spend a ticket on. If you're coming from out of town, you don't have to spend a ticket on the game. We're gonna have everything at the facility that we're gonna be at Lake Wiley. Like I said, look at the flyer, go into the Discord, go into the community section. Everything will be posted right there. Like you said, be there, be square, basically. We're gonna announce it. We will be at training camp on Friday. I think we're gonna do a live from the training camp Friday.
Yes, sir.
What else going on this week? Uh, the PNP on Saturday. We're gonna do a live from there. You're gonna see, like I said, some of all the podcasters, man, are gonna be there. So they're doing a meet and greet, big meet and greet party. We're gonna be in the building. Go to Mud Ink Outlaw, like, subscribe this one, wipe your feet. Don't bring that bullshit up in here. Hey man, we doing it tomorrow. Y'all know let's get it off your chest. So if you swole up already by Wednesday, hump day, you get off the chest tomorrow. I'll be here at 12:30. Right now, I'm out here.